Tell you what, it's definitely going to be an ugly day for artillery fire. But
hey,
that's
absolutely no problem. That's why I have the number.
Kill quick.
So he's got his kill quick vest on. Now, I'm just going to have my character sheet here. Take away that +3 shield. Have my character sheet as the main driver, just so I can show people playing. Let me take these medals away too. Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes you get dead. Everyone else, you can keep track of your 3 aces. You got holy water. You got morphine drip. You got luck. Luck you can use for almost anything. Holy water you can use in battle to the death. The morphine will heal 10 points of damage no matter where you are on the cycle. We are going to move. We are going to start. Let's start a Newt start. We're going to start as commandos, and we're going to try to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. on the green path. My guess is that somewhere along that path, we're going to be reassigned to either the Russians or the Americans. And if things go really bad, we'll be reassigned again over to the Brits. All the paths are roughly the same. It's a little bit harder on the commando start. It's a little bit more difficult, I believe, on the American end. These are forts. These are forests. We got a lot of those to start with in here on the commandos in Norway. And these are cities. And then if I can get my clicker to work. And this is an open terrain. There's a few of them. Each of them has advantages and disadvantages on getting blowed up. We start with zombies, and we never lose zombies in this game, in the sense that later on we may meet 3 raids, but then we're going to have 3 zombies with them. We might meet 5 ghouls, but we always round it out to a half dozen and add a zombie to it. We might meet a single vampire, and then there'll be 5 zombies with it. When those appear on the board, I roll 2 dice, big and little. And for instance, at a 63, those are going to appear right here. And with 6 of them, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to have them all over next to Tony and close to Rusty. If I had rolled a different number, a 24, well, that would put us up here on top of Fred. Maybe we should stick Fred further back. Maybe we should stick Tony further back. And, of course, that makes these numbers extremely painful for the enemy to show up. All right. Yeah, we're almost ready to get started. Everyone's ready. I will be recording this. I have to, by law, tell you that. I need I'm trying to just get a general idea of the of what co-op play looks like.
There is no
Although
law
Conrad
in the
and I
zombie
played this a few
apocalypse.
days ago. And what was the question?
Said there is no law in the zombie apocalypse.
No. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go ahead and let me get a die roll here just so I can keep track of everything. And Rusty, guess what? You start our games. Give me a big and little.
All right.
You've got some marks on the chart at the top, Red, of veteran level 2.
And hit points 20.
That's cheating.
It would
There's
be
no cheating in the zombie apocalypse.
No, there's no cheating in zombie apocalypse. I think I've played this enough and died enough that I have a 1 and a 2 there as well. Oh, I started with a
calamity.
Okay, 61. Starting at 61. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you for the calamity. All right, calamity events. A fuel depot. Is anyone a firebug?
Yes.
Negative.
No firebug?
Yes.
Fred is, of course. Of course
yeah,
Fred is.
Fred is a firebug. Well, that means that Fred, you are no longer a firebug. That's a good thing. We take that away from you, but it does put us into the death. And do we advance? We may advance. All right, so Fred is the firebug, and exactly like I was saying before.
Well, Fred was the firebug.
Well, if Fred was the firebug, and he's no longer, there was a fuel depot, and Fred has dragged us into it.
I change my character class, or I just don't?
No, you just lose that negative trait.
Okay.
No, you don't lose the character class, which is which? I can't even remember.
He's an engineer, right?
Oh, it's the demolition guy. It's the combat sapper. Okay, so I rolled 31. That's a good start. A 31 is way down here at the bottom, and I'm going to put 6 zombies coming at us because Fred decided he could not resist the zombie trap of having.
They issued me a flamethrower. I'm going to use it.
He wanted to burn that gas station up no matter what. And here comes 6 zombies. So, Fred, you can start us off since you're the guy that really became the man of the hour. You're going to roll 1 die 6, and we're gonna take that to the death. High is better.
Just like that, 2.
No, that's a low number.
2 is not that bad, but okay, so 2 is going to be a death embrace. Now, here's all the things that can happen before you decide whether or not you want to modify it. It starts by we move and attack all the undead. So all these little guys are going to move straight up at us.
You also didn't completely do the event Calamity because Fred loses all of his aces, I believe.
That is true, Rusty. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us honest. Fred.
Sorry, Fred.
Lose all your aces.
Now, can I boost that 2 to a 3?
No, because you lost all your aces.
Not without aces, no. So you could, you're going to lose all your aces. You're also going to lose that firebug, and then none of us are going to pick it up because we ended this battle. So that 2 of embrace is going to give us +1 for the fury. And Fred, you get to roll for glory. That's loot right off the bat. Fred is picking up money.
You know it. I love it. 5. That's got to be something.
Let's see what it got here. I'm trying to keep juggling sections of the game here. A 5 on glory. Fred, you are going to restore any ace of your choice. You are going to gain an XP and a medal. So mark down that you have an XP, mark down that you have a medal, and then bring back 1 ace. Your luck is a really good one. It's very useful.
I was going to say, is luck probably the best one to take back?
It is. The other one, but we don't have a whole lot of hit points at low level. You got a little bit more than the fantasy game, but now we're +1 to the dice roll. Let me see what else is happening because of this. We have slay 1 zombie or ghoul, but only if they're next to you. Nothing is next to us. You got your glory roll. We're +1. I move over to Tony. Tony, give me a D6. There's 6 undead coming toward us. Somebody fire, please. And Tony deciding that he loves the world that we are in. Okay, so Tony, that's a 1 + 1 is a 2. That's a death embrace. That's actually a pretty good roll. We start with all the zombies moving against us and attacking, and we gain +2 now for the fury. These guys are all going to move up like this.
They're in bite range, huh?
The wall is coming.
Wasn't Tony a 2, not a 1?
Tony is a 2. A 1 + 1 is a 2, so Tony got a death embrace as well. That death embrace gives us the extra fury. It moves the monsters first before we move. Tony
+2 now?
+2 on our dice, yes. Tony can move 1 space forward if he wishes and charge them. The zombies are a creature that can only deliver their dice of damage if they're next to us. And we can only kill somebody on a roll of a 2, a death embrace, if they are physically embracing us, which means next to us. Tony, you too get to roll for glory. Please roll me a D6 and sing it out for me.
Okay. A 5. That's got to be good, right?
A 5. You get to restore any ace. You get to gain an XP and a medal.
Can I restore someone else's?
You lost your aces because you rolled the 2.
No. He didn't lose his aces for the 2. That was...
Yeah, Fred was Calamity. Fred with his firebug lost his aces, but he got 1 back. No, you cannot loan that extra ace to somebody else. You could throw your holy water and your luck into this, but it would change the result, and you would not actually then get the glory from it, Tony. So
okay, I'll stick with that.
I've tended to find that using the luck and using the holy water only when you've rolled so poorly that it could mean a death to you, and you want to hold the zombies in position. So here we are, +2. Over to me. Oh, wow. Okay, here comes my die roll. And you did take your medal and your XP as well, Tony. And a 5. A 5 + 2 is a 7. This is how you do it, boys. See, you gotta let Sergeant Red get into the front here. Now, that results in a number 7. That's a celebration. I slay 1 undead at any range, and I too roll for glory. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this guy. I'm going to take my roll of glory. 3 5s for everyone. It is Christmas in July. And the other thing that the celebrated event does is I hold them all back. Or you can look at it as the hex grid moved 1 down and we all move back from it. If I wanted to, I could move closer, but I don't need to at this time. Over to you, Rusty. You got +2 to your dice roll to the death. 1 die 6 +2. Can you get anything other than a 1?
You could add your luck to the roll as well, right? As
I
well
could.
As
if I added my holy water and luck, Conrad, I can make it a 9. It's the same result as a 7, but then you got
Rusty would be
+4.
Yeah.
Right. But Rusty can always add his luck.
I could always add mine, so it's a 2.
God. Yeah, 2. A 2 plus 2
becomes
is a 4. Now, a 4, listen to it before you decide otherwise, okay? First of all, you would slay a zombie at any range. None of them get to move, and they only deliver damage if they're next to us. That's nice. If we had any Wheels of War or caissons that were next to the undead, they would be destroyed. But the main thing that a 4 does in this false tranquility is somebody starts shooting at us. Let me rephrase that. Somebody starts shooting at you, buckaroo.
Right.
Now, if you put your luck and holy water into this battle right now, Rusty, you could turn it into a 6, which is inspiration. It's a little better result. But it's up to you whether or not you want to use your luck and your holy water at this moment.
And I would not get any experience for a 4?
A 4 has no experience, no. You on a 4,
a 5 would be
for
schemes and devices, Rusty. You would gain an XP for that.
He would no inspiration. Oh, he used a 1, you mean?
If instead of adding 2, you added 1, the result would be a 5, which would be schemes and devices. Which means you would slay at any range, right?
That starts with black arts, though. And so black arts, not a good chance since we don't have any vehicles, we don't have any caissons, we don't have any potions, we don't have bars. Not a good chance it's going to hurt Rusty, except it's Rusty. So, Rusty, yes, you could add your luck and turn it into schemes and devices. You could add your luck and holy water, turn it into inspiration, or just leave it a 4 and take your shot under ambush.
Okay.
Or you would gain an XP on the 5, Rusty. That's why I was throwing that out.
You do.
The 5 gains you the XP, and it also gains you an initial
he gains
fury.
loot, and he could roll very lucky and end up with the Excalibur.
Oh, so I actually get a loot roll on a 4?
You do, but you get shot at by a sniper.
Yeah, so the shot at means what, 1d6 of damage?
It's going to be, yes, it'll be a d6 of damage, but you can stop that by seeing them first. First roll of a 5 or 6 on a die 6. Roll a die 6 for me, Rusty. You can make these roll before you decide. Hey, look at that! You saw the sniper. You killed You killed the sniper. A sniper can shoot at you for up to 3 turns, Rusty. You killed him on the first turn before he shot back. If you take the 4, you roll for
I must have killed him with my rosary. Okay. Being a
if
chaplain.
You had a rosary.
I pointed out to Conrad to shoot him for me.
Give me a loot roll, Rusty. 1 die 6, please.
A 3.
A 3. Now, you will gain a random bar and a tablet. The tablets are like scrolls, the bars are like potions. Or by adding your luck, you could find a caisson, but because we do not have a wheel of war, a jeep, a half-track, a tank to drag it around, we'd get only a single bar instead. So random bar and choice of tablet. Give me the random bar. 2 dice, please, Rusty, for you. And sing it out if you would.
A 6 and a 3.
6 and a 3 is a 9. A Charleston Chew you've picked up, Rusty. Now, a Charleston Chew... it means that you can re-roll a Wehrmacht attack by eating that. And you can find the whole detailed list of what all these are in the rules. And your random tablet, you get to choose, Rusty. What class are you, Rusty?
I'm a chaplain.
A chaplain. So an army chaplain, you could take... you could take armor, which ignores damage from an undead. That's not bad. You can take a clarity. I'd have to look it up. You can take a counters, which means you ignore a plus event, which could be a mishap or a black arts. You could take enhance, which allows you to get the fury on a Wehrmacht attack. And it goes down the list. I'm right here just looking at my own cheat sheet if you want to pan your page down just a little bit. And you can either mark this in your character, which is fine, or if you want to make a rusty red in text somewhere, you can drop it on here. But a scratch paper is just as good. Rusty, for you, may I recommend that you ignore the undead damage?
And that's armor?
Yeah, a tablet of armor.
And that is only once?
Well, it's one.
Using the bar once?
Yes, use the bar once.
The tablet once,
use the tablet once, yes. There's no rank on the tablet, so like there is in the fantasy game.
Okay.
And so we move on to Conrad. Rusty also killed somebody at distance.
Now, can I use that armor to on somebody else or not?
Yes, a tablet you can use on anyone. Okay. Against enemy attacks, you're protected with a safeguard. I'm looking. Let's see. Slay a goblin or Zool. Which one do you want to kill, Rusty? Guy in front of you?
Yeah, I'll kill the guy in front of me.
Okay. And Conrad, we're at +2. +2, yeah. Rusty did not add anything to this dice roll. Give me a...
but I didn't prevent you from adding your 2, Conrad. If
it comes all the way around, yes. Conrad, you've rolled a 3. Now, a 3 is shaken. You get to slay a zombie and ghoul here, but only if it's next to you. And you would gain an XP, but you would lose a bar or a tablet. You have neither. And the undead will move and attack. So is it worth making it a 4 like Rusty had and pin them in position? Or do you want to let them move closer to us?
I lean towards making it a 5. We gain the Fury Pip. I gain an XP, and we add the black arts.
Sounds great. Why don't you pitch in both your holy water and your luck? Make it a 5. We're going to roll first for black arts for you, though, Conrad. Give me a die 6.
5.
A 5. You're going to pick up another liability, one you don't have, of your choice. If you already have all 5, you lose your best magic item. You also gain an XP from this black arts. So take an XP.
2, total 2, right?
Yes, that'll be 2. And pick another vulnerability, liability that you have. For instance, I'm grizzled. If you want to pick up your favorite, introduced by you in the game, Trigger Happy. And with that, also that 5, I believe you kill at any distance, right? Schemes says slay one undead at any range. Which would you like to kill? The one in front of you, Conrad?
Yes. Okay. Actually, let me kill this one here.
Off he goes.
In 2-3. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it also says on schemes that we move and attack the undead. That's the disadvantage of this. So they start coming a little bit closer to Rusty. You know they're heading in that direction. And we go over to back to Fred. Fred, give me a die 6 and add 4. Come on, Fred,
4.
get over
6. Okay. 5.
Well, somebody red is going to take a lot of damage from this. Thanks, Fred.
We rolled a bunch of 1s and 2s.
A 5. Terrible. Fred, give me a D6 roll for black arts, please.
6.
A 6. Roll further for Hexy Witch Mischief. Roll me a D6, Fred.
Wait, that sounds scary.
It's not good.
6 again.
All right, Fred. If you had a Luger, a collectible, or a Goodwill artifact, they would have wrestled it from your hand. But because you have none, that goes down with no disadvantages. Good rolls, Fred. Now, you also gain an XP.
2.
You slay one monster at any range. May I suggest
I'll take this one
that
off of Conrad.
That would put 2 guys on me, Fred. You'll see how quickly I can die. It's your choice.
All right, we'll take one of the ones off you. Which one do you want gone? Ping it.
I'm going to just go ahead and take that guy right there for the moment, all right? And then what else happens? Let's see. You gain your XP. I already said that. We're not in fort terrain. We gain another Fury. We're +5 going for Tony, but the undead move and attack. The undead moves to here. The undead moves to here. Conrad, give yourself a D6 damage, please.
Let's see. If you let me kill the one that was on you, Conrad, you wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I was going to say red.
Thanks.
The difference is I'm taking 2 dice or I'm taking 1 die. So I took my 5 points of damage. Thank you very much. And now we go to Tony. Tony, would you please roll?
Rusty could block damage on you as well.
He can volunteer to take it too. Yeah.
Rusty could use his tablet right now and block the damage for the group.
All of the group?
Yes.
Do it, because there's going to be some significant damage.
How much did you take, Conrad? Conrad, you took
5, so a total of 8.
A total of 8 points. Now, here's by comparison, Rusty. If an artillery strike hits right here, or let me put this more in your terms. If an artillery strike hit right here, that's also something you could block.
Yeah, but if you got the same thing as if you roll to lose a tablet as well. It seems like they come and go pretty quick, right?
Up to you, Rusty. You want to use your tablet right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Rusty uses his tablet. I did not take damage. Thank you, Rusty. And Conrad did not take damage. And we go over to Tony. 1 die +5, please.
1 die plus 5. How about a 9?
A 9. A 9 is going to be that the undead are stalled. They do not move and attack. Just out of focus, I'm going to take this guy right next to you. And you have done a celebration, Tony. Roll me a D6 for glory, please.
D6 for glory. How about a 1?
A 1. You gain an XP or a medal. At this point,
I'll take an XP.
Yes, I think 6 piece probably, because as soon as you go up that level, you're going to jump a number of hit points. 1 guy left. It's over to me. 1 die plus 5. Same thing. I collect glory. It's going to be a 6 for me, glory. A 6 glory means I can add my luck and pick up a souvenir. Well, that sounds pretty good. You know why as well is because as a veteran, I use my luck. The souvenir I pick up actually is going to be a German Luger, and then after that I can start picking up the more exotic ones. And I picked up my luck. I get my luck right back at the end of the battle because I'm a veteran. And that 7 plus 9 result means I killed the last guy on the table. Not a bad battle. We all made some XPs. We all made some. Most of us made medals as well. Our only person that's short is Conrad because he used 2 of his. What class are you playing, Conrad?
OSS.
OSS. I don't think you pick up holy water back from that. You need to be a chaplain. And I'm going to move to the next big and little encounter. Fred started us all.
Now,
Tony, give me.
We didn't all pick up XPs on that, did we?
No, I did not.
Yeah, did I pick back up my morphine, or am I still short of that?
You lost all 3, Fred, and the only thing you got back was the 1 ace.
Luck. Okay, luck was the only one back.
Now, here's the other thing that happens because we fought a 2 to death. We move forward to 2 because we are level 1 on a level 1 spot. And the monsters still are undead zombies there, but we are slowly moving toward Berlin. And big and little for you, Tony, please.
Okay, big and little.
We want a 1 for base camp. 36.
36. That's got to be good, right?
Well, that can't be bad. Of course, what am I saying? Everything is bad.
There is no good in the zombie apocalypse.
Snipers.
Thank you.
Snipers.
You're faster than I am with it. Snipers. So first die. Roll a 5 plus to kill him as soon as he shoots, Tony.
Okay. How about a 1? Hey, there's a 1. What a surprise.
A 1. Okay. You take a die 6 of damage, Tony, from the sniper shooting us.
Yikes.
Okay. Here's the 6. See, told you. Okay.
That's ugly.
Damn.
Okay. And now we go to the next shot, Tony. And on the next shot, you will kill the sniper on a roll of a 4 or better.
He'll roll 1. Guarantee it.
He's going to kill me. Oh, there's a 5.
Hey, he did it.
All right. So we only need to see the flash once. We're a pretty well-oiled machine here. All right. That was Tony's shot by the sniper. Let me see if it had any... Let me leave this one on to the death and go back to this guy here. And on the sniper, you gained an XP twice for that, Tony.
Okay, well, that puts me up to 4 XP total.
So you use 3, you go up a level, you're going to pick up another liability or lose a liability depending upon how you roll that D6, and you're going to add your hit points for going up the level. And let me see what it says.
And you might want to use your morphine to get rid of the 6.
I'll wait.
If he's got a level, he picked up a level, he's probably okay.
Yeah.
If you would like, I will use my morphine right now, Tony, and let you cure back some of your hit points. Because I think, are you the only one that's injured? You may be the only one that's injured. Your choice.
I think I'm the only one, so I'd wait. Yeah, I'd wait.
Okay, you want to wait until we can use it as a straight 10. I can't argue with that logic. Here comes my big and little. We really want to find, a 1-5. This may be perfect. So a 1-5 is going to be a base camp. And we are on we are on Newt's progression path. It's an army base that we cross, or an army command post, but it's not going to be Newt's command post. On other progressions other than green, you restore all aces and HPs. If you have medals, you could also use them and spend them right now. Unfortunately, we are on Newt's path. But on Newt's path, I gain an XP. I get to restore. Everyone gets to restore an ace and a D6 hit points. I don't have any ace that I need to restore. Go ahead and roll for your hit points restoration.
There you go. See, no problem.
And I picked up my second XP. And a base camp. Tony, you're level 2, right?
Yes.
Because
correct.
Tony's level 2, that base camp is going to... Well, is it? Let me read that really carefully. Because your position along the colored progression path remains the same. Any other bases we would have moved forward. I go over to Rusty. Give me a big and little, please, Rusty. And
1-4, another base.
A 5. So with a 5, a 1-4, another base. Very good, Rusty. Thank you. A 1 and 4 is going to be a base camp. It's going to be Patton's army. So we're going to move to Patton's blue line, and we are going to move one forward on Patton's blue line. If you we can actually spend our metals here, and we're going to do that very quick. So we went from 2 to 2 to 3. They're going to drop us in Normandy. We've been doing such a we're doing such a goddamn good job. Anyone who has, let's go around the table. Rusty, do you have any medals?
No.
No. Conrad, do you have any medals?
No.
Fred, do you have any medals?
Yes.
How many?
1.
1. Spend it and pick up a flamethrower, please.
Done.
Oh, geez.
And Tony, do you have any medals?
I do. I have 1.
Spend it and pick up a flamethrower, please. When we roll on to the death, our flamethrower adds 1 to the dice, and that's a nice advantage. It's the only arms against the undead on the table that you can buy from the quartermaster. You're not a firebug anymore. Stop falling back on that. It's not who you are, combat engineer. All right, and let me see if there's anything else related to Patton's army here. We do not have any goodwill artifacts that we can cash in, and we don't have any extra metals to buy Wheels of War, not yet, and we have not reached the Führer in his bunker. I go over to that was Rusty's roll. Conrad, please roll a D6 if you would. I mean, big and little.
42.
42 in Normandy.
And I didn't get any experience or anything for that?
I'm looking, Rusty, and it says nope, no experience for that. And it's the fact that the quartermaster, we picked up 3 flamethrowers instead. I'd rather have the flamethrower than you get an experience point. I'm sorry, I'm just sort of selfish that way.
I was thinking in addition to, but anyway.
You rolled a 40. What was it? A 42, Conrad?
42.
A 42 means you're going to be pinned.
Attack.
We're going to suffer. We're going to suffer wound. And unfortunately, when we hit Normandy, we went to Ghouls level destruction. Ghouls do 2 dice of damage. Oh my gosh, we need Tony to settle back.
I gotta level up here real quick.
Go so quick. 2 dice of damage. Oh. Suffer wound based on undead fiend. Safeguard uniform, but only if you are in a column decided by a D6 roll. We're going to roll. 2 would mean a column 2. Conrad, gain an XP. Hopefully that puts you up a level.
It did.
Okay. Now, the fight continues locked with big D6 and Wehrmacht attacks. Now, let me see. Didn't you have a candy bar that allows you to re-roll the Wehrmacht attack?
I have a candy bar allows you to re-roll the second die for a new result.
Yes, of Wehrmacht attack. And so I don't think we're not around you anyway. Let's see. If you have the liability Firebug, you would lose an ace. Are you a Firebug, Conrad?
No.
Okay, so you're going to roll 1d6, Conrad, and the machine gun is going to hit column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, or column 6 and take 2 dice of damage. Please, anything but a 3 for me.
I guess I want the 6, right?
Yes, well, that would be best, but I'm not going to hope for best. I'm hoping not me.
4 it is.
A 4 it is. My scroll bar must be up. A 4! Tony, you took 2 dice of damage. Would you roll that dice, Tony?
Don't suppose it's versus vampires. It's not. You said ghouls, right?
Yes, it's a damage of ghouls. You if you had safeguards, you might. God, it would have been really big safeguards because ghouls need +2. But any safeguard also would subtract. A 4 for Tony. No, that's Conrad's 4. A 4. Tony, you took 4 more points of damage. How much damage are you down, sir? Just a 4, right?
Only 4 because I healed myself at the last place.
A pin also leaves us locked in Wehrmacht attack. So I go over to Fred. Fred, you're going to roll 1d6. It'd be nice if you got a high number here, but It is what it is.
Like that?
Well, Fred, you got winged. Give yourself two dice of damage. Gain an XP. If you went up a level, you want to take that level right now before you take the 2 dice of damage.
No, I'll be all right. I'll survive. I got 3 hit points left, and then that does level me up to level 2.
Okay, go ahead and take your if you have the flamethrower tank, add 1 to your next clarifying die roll. If this occurs a second time, we add a sniper to the game. And now I go over to Tony. Tony, give me a D6 on Wehrmacht attack. There's like a 50-50 chance this battle ends, but it's gonna have to be the right roll.
Not with 1
plus 1.
Yeah, a 1, no plus 1. Tony, you picked up an XP. You got shot for 2 dice of damage. Wing.
Another 2 dice. Oh, okay. I will now use my morphine.
You may not use your morphine
in a battle.
Here. Yeah, we are locked in Wehrmacht attacked.
Oh, okay.
So what you need is like a candy bar, somebody maybe to change the die of Wehrmacht attack. That'd be Rusty if we can get around to him. Here comes my die on Wehrmacht attack. I need a high one, a 6. Once again, Sarge comes through in the end. Sergeant Red gives an annihilate result. He has suffer no harm, gain a medal and a bar of your choice. If you have any liability of self-doubt, you lose an 8. The battle is over. There's a 50-50 chance I picked up Trigger Happy. All right, let me go through that. It's a 1, 2, or 3. I did not pick up Trigger Happy, which is nice, but I do get a medal and a bar, and I will add that medal and bar. We could be looking at half-track time. And a bar, which one do I want? I think I want the Heath bar, which heals 2 dice 6. Now, that's sort of mean. I could take one where I could get the Fury, perhaps. All right. Well, that's me. I'd have to eat it on my turn. No, I'm going to take the Heath bar. The Heath bar could keep me alive, and being alive is more important in this game than a lot of other things. Big and little, Rusty.
Now am I allowed to use the morphine since we're out of combat?
Yes, okay. You may. Thank you.
There's worse things than dying in war.
like not getting an XP to make level 2 when you're on a 3rd position.
Well, melting your Milky Way would be bad too, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't want my Milky Way to make. So Rusty rolled us a 21. A 21 is going to be some sort of obstacle. Did you have anything left over from that morphine, Tony? Any extra, any pips? Or did you?
Oh no, I was down 10. I used all 10.
Okay, and well, that was the most efficient thing. And then did Rusty roll us a 21?
I did.
Rusty. A setback, Rusty. You lose an ace of your holy water, morphine, or luck.
I'll get rid of the holy water because I get that back, right?
If you're any to the death or at most base camps, if your progress number has reached mile marker 4, it hasn't. Lose all your aces. Gain an XP, Rusty.
Okay.
And add 1 vampire, undead fiend to your next to the death event. If this event occurs a second time, we do a diabolical substitution. I'm going to just put a vampire right here on the board at 4-2, and he's sort of pursuing us. He's there waiting to join the battle. And we go over to Conrad. Give me a big and little, Conrad.
66.
66. That's going to be a calamity ensues, and it's going to be a special one, I believe. And I think it's going to be an ugly one that only you are the one that's going to fight it out. Let's find out. No,
that's not good.
66. Hexy, hey, we play solo all the time. You don't necessarily die. You got a 1 in 3 chance of not. Hexy, machinations means you suffer a mishap event. You gain an XP, Conrad. You're already a level 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a mishap, please.
Single die.
Yep.
I rolled a 2.
A 2. A 2 is something heedless happens. Means you lose an ace.
Okay.
I should say you lose one of your arms against the undead or must take damage equal to double the undead fiend. That would be 4 dice of damage. So long as you are not loaded with gear, and you're not, you can lose your pith helmet and you get it right back. You can lose your Ike jacket or get blood on it and have to replace it. Gain an XP, Conrad.
Does he lose his flamethrower?
I don't have a flamethrower.
No, and he wouldn't. It's in this case the heedless event is you lose your least arms against the undead, and his least arms against the undead is a +0 one somewhere along the Y. but you still start the battle. Let's see. Your next big roll is going to be locked at to the death and start that battle with the black arts. Because we're playing multiplayer, Fred, you can thank the lad for sending us into 2 to death battle. But the first thing we need you to do, Fred, is roll black arts. Give me a D6.
6.
A 6. Roll for which mischief. Give me a D6 for which mischief, Fred.
1.
A 1. Until you finish this 2 to the death, you may not use your wheels and caissons. That's nothing.
We don't have either, right?
That.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the 2 things that we need to do. Fred, give me a big and little roll to see where the ghouls are going to show up.
6. 5.
65.
Thanks, Fred.
Oh, man.
We're going to need some high rolls. This is the time we need to pitch in some lucks here. Well, here you go now, Fred. Roll me a D6 for the number of ghouls that show up. 2.
But we got the vampire already on the board, so.
Yes. And we're going to add another 4 zombies.
Yeah, this is where we die.
1, 2, 3, 4 zombies.
Can I burn my morphine before this thing gets crazy?
No.
I don't think you can burn your morphine right now, Fred. We entered to the death. You had to make that decision before you rolled your first roll for black arts. But you're a little bit removed. I believe at this point, Tony and Rusty were probably the first to go munchy-munchied on this. Now, here's the ugly thing that's going on. You now, Fred, started this battle. You're the guy that's going to roll a D6 to see what happens. Your roll is going to decide the fate of Rusty. Give me a D6.
But you're adding +1 because you're
because
you got the flamethrower.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Conrad.
2.
Okay. Now,
guys, we've rolled nothing but 1s and 2s here.
It's payback for all the times.
Sergeant Red's been rolling celebrations.
Yeah, Sergeant Red has been trying to keep the boys together, but I guess the kid from Brooklyn, Rusty, is going to have to go down, I think. Here's the deal, Fred. If you throw in your holy water and luck, do you have both or not?
I have luck.
Yeah, I wouldn't just throw in luck. If the situation is such that you've rolled us a 2, which puts us at death embrace. It's going to mean that the undead is going to move and attack right now, and Rusty's going to take a god-awful amount of damage. And also, because he does not have a sidearm or a uniform of the suitable rating to protect him from zombies and ghouls, you will slay one zombie and ghoul if you're next to them. I don't think you are. You're going to take a roll for glory, and we're going to pick up the gain of fury for +2. Rusty, you're going to take 2, 4. Well, let's make sure we move them.
What is it if he uses 1 and so it's a 3 instead of a 2?
If he uses a 3, Conrad, he becomes a shaken. We don't get the fury as a group, and the results are going to be pretty much the same because the undead's going to move and attack.
Okay.
All right.
So let's see. It looks like I take 6 unless the 2 zombies are attacking somebody else. Tony. 2 zombies can attack.
Do you want to
Tony.
take one for the team, Rusty, and just take all the damage on you at this moment, or do you want to pass one off?
Well, you have a candy bar as well, Red. You can use that to take damage off, right?
I can use that to take damage off. I'm assuming that I'm going to want to do that when they're surrounding me.
Well, I'll take if it's allowed. I'll take all 1, 2, 3, 7 die 6.
Okay, so Rusty, would you please roll me a total of 7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice?
If Fred took the shaken result instead, 19, he could kill one anywhere on the grid.
And then 2 bar.
Yes.
So I took 25, so I be dead.
Okay, Rusty could possibly die here because he has no ability to take any of the damage off. He'll come back in as a level 0, Conrad, so you're not going to lose him from the game.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is if you remove one of the targets against Rusty, he gets one less die of damage.
It's really not going to be that way because this guy
Fred
here
gains an XP, right?
This guy at 6'4", he would just slide in and take somebody's place. He could kill a ghoul though at any distance, right? Let's see.
It says you slay one zombie or ghoul.
Zombie, ghoul, or vamp. Okay, well, let's go ahead and off to that again. Let's try that as an option instead. So we would go to Shaken. Fred will slay one guy. Fred, you're going to pitch in your luck, please.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, so he's going to... Yeah. Fred kills a ghoul.
All right.
We move the guys to attack, and we...
Well, so that guy, the guy you just moved in 6-5...
He started in 6-3.
He's already moved.
He started in 6-3?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but if he started in 6-3, I would have moved him this way. Are you sure he didn't start in 6-5?
He started in 6.
Yeah. All right, I'll move him this way
6-3.
then. Yeah, because it makes more sense that he moves this way. Let's look at the whole result. Fred, take an XP. If you go up a level again, that's good. And the enemy will move and attack. They're not next to wheels, and we continue with 2 to death. Fred, we got 1 for Fred's Holy Water and Fury. We got 1 for the result of his flamethrower. No, his flamethrowers. That's just no. We're only +1 here, Conrad. So +1 going forward. Rusty, take 2, 3, 4, 5 points, 5 dice of damage. How many hit points are you, Rusty? 18, right?
18.
Well, take the first ghoul attack because there's not, and take this zombie attack because nothing.
11 points. I'm still alive.
Woo. All right, Rusty took all that damage. Is still alive. How many XPs do you have, Rusty?
1. It doesn't matter if I die.
You're fighting for a guy with 1 XP here, Conrad.
It doesn't matter if I die.
But it's also 1 less target, right?
And then somebody will get my Charleston.
But I'm going to point out the futility of this because instead of going into the next round at +2 to dice, we're +1 to the dice, and none of us can add aces.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh, this is the guy that
we need someone to roll 6.
Let's find out. Tony, go ahead and give me a die +1. +1 for your flamethrower, please.
Okay, so D6 +2. How about an 8?
An 8 is important. You don't have a flamethrower, Tony?
No, I do. I have a flamethrower. You said a +1, so I'm a total of an 8. Right?
D6 +2 is a 6. Yeah. You lock them all in position with a celebrated result. Good job, Tony. You may have saved the team.
I thought he's +2.
I slay 1. Yeah, so I slay 1 at any range.
Kill either the ghoul or the vampire, Tony.
Take the vampire out. He's coming pretty quick.
I will kill the vampire.
Kill the vampire. Very good. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, a huge amount of dice left, but they don't deliver damage this round. And Tony, you also roll for glory. Please roll a die for glory.
Oh, no.
Good. Get something good.
Okay. I'm upset. There's no a 1.
No, not that.
That's not glory.
Gain an XP or a medal, Tony.
Hey, I will take another XP.
Okay, and it comes over to me. I'm rolling 1 die. I'm adding 1. I'm adding 1 for the flamethrower. 1 die +2. I can't add my luck. I can't add my fury. I have gotten ourselves a Shaken. I slay 1 monster at any range. I'll kill the ghoul. And after I kill the ghoul, I get an XP. I believe that puts me at 3, so I'm going to go to 20 hit points. Ooh, and okay. I'm going to go to level 2.
All right. Someone's got a chance.
Can you use the candy bar for Rusty now that he's...
I cannot use the candy bar for Rusty.
Just for yourself, right?
Yeah, bars can only be used for yourself. That's a candy bar, man. That's a Heath bar.
It's a Hershey, man.
I'm not going to give up my Heath bar for some chaplain. All right, I would, but the rules don't allow it.
Chaplain.
He's a guy that makes holy water, but, do we need that in an undead game? All right, so let me look and see what else happens with this 3. Take a roll for, I got my XP. Lose 1 bar or tablet without benefit. Hey, guess what happened to my Heath bar, Conrad?
Yeah, I was going to say that. You have to use them. Use them as soon as you can, right?
It melted on me before I could even use it. And did I kill anyone at range? Let's see. Shaken. Slay 1 zombie, ghoul, or vampire on the grid, but only if the undead is adjacent. I think we might have cheated there before.
You cheated. Put back the ghoul. But anyway,
let Fred kill a ghoul instead of a zombie. Fred wasn't even close enough to kill a zombie, and he would have had to move across me. And we have 1, 2, 3. Let's roll, and then this guy moves first, and then let's roll a D6 for this guy. That's on you alone, Rusty. Give me a D6. Roll low.
That's not usually my style.
Oh,
damn!
He's got 1 hit point left.
One hit point left.
Tony, if you take the second zombie attack, Rusty still lives.
But you could possibly up here too.
But he's first level. He's going to die next.
He's going to be level 2, man. He's going to be level 2. He's taking all this damage.
I'm going to come back with, basically.
You should come back playing somebody with the highest amount of hit points. Your choice, Tony.
I'll take the.
You will.
Have to.
Take the die 6. Tony.
I'm going to die next turn anyway.
Only 2.
We're not going to
kill
3
before you get to it, Rusty.
What we need to do is we need the results, Rusty, of 6 and 7. 6 and 7 freezes them in places, or 4s freezes them in places. However, it's all luck now because we're rolling 1 die plus 1. That was my action, Rusty. It's up to you. Roll yourself a die and add 1.
Rusty.
A 4. A 4
that
is
freezes
possibly a good roll. It is going to be false tranquility. You will slay a monster on the grid. If you slay the guy right here at 5/5, it means that the other zombie can continue to pound on Tony. And the second zombie is frozen in place and doesn't move. But Rusty, here's the ugly thing about all this: you get shot by a sniper.
Oh no!
Not if I roll a 5 or a 6.
That is correct. Rusty is knows his rules in the game. Let me see the 5 or 6.
There
Look
it
at
is,
that.
the 5.
He's hanging around. He's going to make that level 2.
The second time in the game has saved himself from attack by a sniper.
Experience point, the important thing.
Wow. I never would have thought it. Rusty is fighting for his life here. Did we move everyone? We did. We moved everything. Rusty, you get to roll for loot. Give me a die 6, please.
He's the holy man. The holy man that don't want to die.
D6, Rusty.
I did.
It's a 5.
5.
You can sing it out. I'm on a different pace.
5.
Historic find, Rusty. This could keep you alive. Give me 2 dice. Add them together.
4.
22. 4.
A 4. Rusty has picked up the crown of Charlemagne. You have a +2 helmet on now, Rusty. Every die of damage you take, or I should say every monster attack you take, like this zombie, or if there was a second zombie, you're subtracting 2 from the damage they deliver, which is really nice. That crown of Charlemagne he has, that would look really good now that he...
let's loot the body.
If Tony lets him die.
Now, do I get an experience or anything else for the 4?
He desperately wants to go up a level. No, you got loot instead. You went for treasure instead of action. Conrad, we are still rolling 1 die and adding 1. You want a 4, a 5, or a 6? I mean, a 4, a 6, and a 7.
Bless me, Father. 4 it is.
A 5 is not.
No, that's a 5.
A 5 becomes a 4 becomes a 5. It could be all right. Roll black arts first, Conrad.
3.
A 3 on black arts. We would lose a single Wheels of War because we do not have one. We do not need to lose any. And Conrad, I'm looking again at the schemes. Slay 1 undead at any range. Gain an XP, Conrad.
I like that.
And we gain the fury from this, which means we're going to be +2 to the dice. Which one do you want to kill? I tell you this, if you kill the zombie here in the unmarked space next to Tony and Rusty, the other guy moves to attack me. And Rusty lives.
Hit points, right?
Yeah, I got
let's do that. Let's get
20 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy comes. He does a D damage to me. I could make him run toward Rusty because Rusty subtracts from his die. I took 6 points of damage.
Yikes.
Wow, why'd you roll a 6?
Well, because
you're clear on how this game works.
I don't control that. I don't have it physically in my hand.
Sure.
I can't place drop like we used to do as kids playing D&D. Yeah, I rolled that 20. All right, so now we go to Fred.
Again.
Fred, roll me a die and add 2. +1 for your flamethrower. Roll me a die and add 3. Fred,
there it is.
Killed the last guy. And you pick up, is it loot? Fred picked up glory. Roll me a die 6 for glory, Fred.
Uh-oh. That +2?
No pluses. Just tell me the number if you would, please.
5.
A 5. You will gain any ace, and you will gain an XP and a medal, Fred.
Take my luck back.
Okay, Fred is styling. I have 6 points of damage that I've lost. looking at the way you guys are playing, I think I'm going to just shed my morphine at the moment and heal back. Does anyone have any damage?
I have 17 points of damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shed my morphine.
And that puts you at 7 and down 4 more for what's left over of my morphine. So you went to 3 points of total damage, Rusty.
Good.
And we go on to the next roll of big and little. That would be Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
I need 2 more XP for level 3.
Okay, here we go. A 5 and 1. That's probably not good, right?
No.
A 5 is to the death. Oh, straight into the death. Perfect.
Straight back into to the death. So here's the way that works. The 1 is actually pretty good because all it means is that we're going to get 1 ghoul. Roll me a big and little on where he appears on the chart. We want him far away from us if we can get it, Tony.
2-3.
23. Not bad, not bad. And then we put another 5 ghouls around him.
5 zombies.
What
5? Forgive me. Yes, thank you, Rusty. 5 zombies around him, and so we are 5 versus 6.
Because there's always going to be zombies with them.
The overflow will always be zombies, Fred, unless something like a witch has decided that they're going to be vampires or ghouls or rays. But you roll the 1 die. In this case, Tony's 1 out of the 5-1 becomes the number of undead. And then the extras up to 6 become zombies. All right. So here we go with the first roll of 2 to the death, Tony. It is a brand new open game. Give me a D6. 6 would be nice.
Okay. Let's see here. D6. D6. Indeed
6.
It is.
This man is a hero. You start with inspiration. Means you move and...
Don't I start with the +1 because I have the flamethrower?
You do. You start with the flamethrower. Thank you. You cheated yourself out of loot, but you get a glory roll. So kill 1 guy and take a glory roll, Tony.
Okay, I would like to kill the ghoul since he does the most damage.
Sure.
And then I will roll glory of a 1.
A 1. You're going to gain an XP or a medal. You like cheating yourself on the glory, don't you?
He just wants the XPs.
I will take the XP.
And it comes over to me, and I get +1 because I have the flamethrower, and I can also add my aces if I need to. A 2. A 2 becomes a 3. I probably should add my luck. I'm going to end up getting it back, and I'm going to make that a 4.
4 is pretty good. That's
4 is okay. It does. No. I won't do that because I don't want to be shot by a sniper. I'm not Rusty Lucky here. I'm going to take
a 5
the 3.
and get your XP.
The 3, well, I have to throw both in, Conrad, and then that, sort of leaves me short of aces.
It should be leveled up, right?
I already leveled the 2. I'm going to leave this just shaken. Shaken means I slay a ghoul or zombie if they're next to me. I gain an XP. Nah, that's not going to help us. They're going to be all over us. All right, I gotta use at least my luck. I'm going to get back after the battle, turn it to a 4, and risk the. Nope, even Conrad is right here. Conrad, I'm going to throw the holy water in as well. Ugly. It's a 5.
Always better.
No. You see, but if I make it a 5, they can move toward us.
That's not a problem. Someone else may freeze them.
Yeah, I don't trust you guys. How about if I make it a 4? Let's start this.
Plus, you add an additional 1 if you're a 5. If you make
a 4, I take a loot roll. 4 is take a loot roll. I also kill somebody across the field. I'll kill this guy with my 4 roll. And here comes my loot roll. A single die 6, a 6. That's got to be a good roll, you would hope.
If you take the 5 instead, Red, then you slay 1 at any range, of course, and you get the Fury and the XP.
The Fury and the XP, but then they still move toward us, and which means, Conrad, you're going to take some damage.
Red, do you have a flamethrower?
Yeah, I thought I already added that, Rusty. I was a 2 that I rolled, and I added 1 for the flamethrower and 1 more.
Didn't we have 1 for a Fury before?
No Fury. We just started this battle because Tony rolled a natural 6 to start, and so I'm gonna keep it as a and hold them in place because I believe if we can hold them in place and continue to hold them in place, they'll never get to us. Now the monsters with Faint Tranquility can attack and deliver damage, but only if they're next to people. I do have to roll a 5 or a 6 to beat the sniper. Here comes the sniper shot. And I rolled a 6 to beat the sniper. Hey.
Awesome job.
Yes.
Good job.
We're 3 for 3 against snipers. Nicely done. I rolled for my loot. Did I roll for my loot? I can't remember if I rolled.
4 for 4. I think Tony got a sniper.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 6 for loot. I'm taking 2 rolls and combining the results for my loot. Here comes my 2 dice. My 2 dice is going to be a 3 and a 4. When I look at a 3 and a 4, I gain a random bar and tablet of my random bar and a tablet of my choice. I also have found a caisson, but because we don't have any wheels of war to drag it around, it's treated as a choice of bar. So I got 2 bars and a tablet. I'll decide those in just a second while you guys move on. I already killed 1 guy across the field. He was at 3-4, and then that ends my turn. Rusty, you are rolling straight up without any gains.
No, you used your holy water, Red.
Yes, I used my luck. You're right. Yep. +1, Rusty.
And Rusty has a flamethrower, I believe.
No, I don't.
He didn't. He's the only one that doesn't have one.
I got a 6 then.
Yeah, that's good.
So they didn't advance. I get to kill
slay
one.
Yep,
I slay one.
Roll.
All right, so you got a 6, Rusty. So the main thing we're going to do with that is we're going to roll you for loot. Give me 2 dice. Give me a single die. Rusty's going to be the Crown of Charlemagne plus here.
A 2.
A 2. Rusty, gain a tablet of your choice.
And of my choice, huh? Okay.
You killed 1 guy at range, and we move on to Conrad. Conrad, you are
What about black arts for Rusty? If my version says it's got black arts.
For the 6.
The 6 got black arts. Give me a D6 for black arts, Rusty. Black arts, yes.
A 4.
4.
A 4.
Well, I think Conrad's off because that's a 5, isn't it? Conrad, I think you're off by 1 because schemes and devices gives you black arts.
I'm maybe looking at an earlier version of the rules, Tony. So it says have black arts under inspiration for me.
Yeah, there is no black arts under inspiration here. It's take a roll for loot, slay an undead, and the enemy does not attack and move up. It's not a bad one to get. Because you can get massive adds, the celebration is probably a little bit less of a value to you as a player than getting a natural 6 with your adds. So I think we did Rusty. Conrad, you're at +1 for my luck. So go ahead and roll a D6 and add 1. And make sure you take your tablet, Rusty.
Okay.
Go ahead and look them over because you're got a little bit more choices than I did.
I'm going to do armor again.
A 5.
A 5 is inspiration.
A 5 is schemes and devices, right?
Oh, sorry, pardon. Yep.
Roll me a black arts, Conrad, to start.
Okay. 4.
A 4. Another undead appears on the battle. Roll me a big and little to find out where the ghoul appears, Conrad. Out of the ground he comes.
63.
63. Trying to put him toward Rusty again. And we go over to the other things that happen in this. You got slay XP, right? 1 undead at any range. Maybe the ghoul, right?
I want to kill the ghoul, I would assume, right?
Kill the ghoul. He's the most damage. And gain an XP, Conrad.
Yeah,
and then move
zombies are frozen currently.
No, they move an attack when he's got schemes and devices for it.
Oh, okay.
And then we're not in fort terrain. Gain the fury. We're at +2 from my luck and from the actual fury. I go over to Fred. Fred, roll a die, add 3 with your flamethrower.
It's a 5.
A 5.
Also schemes and devices, right?
And once again, we're at schemes and devices. We're going to grab the fury of +1. Fred, give me a roll for black arts. D6, please.
D6.
Not the hexing. Not the hexing. 5. Pick up a liability of your choice, Fred, and gain an XP.
I'll take back fire buggy.
Okay, you want to be fire buggy.
It worked so well last time. Okay.
And
so
Fred,
now I'm trigger happy and fire buggy.
The monsters are going to move and attack after you kill one. How about the guy who's right here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And the other ones move up. And I have taken a die of damage. Here goes my die of damage. I took 6 points of damage. It seems to be a common
safeguard, Red.
Taking. What's that?
No safeguard for you.
No, I don't have a Klaus was his gore god yet. I'm not wearing the crown of Charlemagne.
He just keeps picking up all the bars.
Can't you? Yeah, I do have the bars.
I got two bars.
I can I can get morphine back with my Clark bar, and I can add 2d6 with the Heath bar. But here comes my it is now Tony's roll. Tony, 2 guys left. +3 to your dice, Tony.
Okay, +3. Does that include my flamethrower?
It does not.
With the flamethrower.
Okay. +4 with the flamethrower. Yes.
A 5.
He needs every piece of it.
Scheme and devices, which starts with black arts.
Black arts. Go ahead and take the roll, Tony.
Okay, what is that? A D6?
Yes, please.
How about a 3?
A 3. Lose a Wheel of War. We don't have any Wheel of War. And the next thing after that will be gain an XP, Tony. And
yes,
move and
indeed.
attack kill a guy and move and attack the undead. It doesn't matter which one you kill. I'm just going to kill this guy. I'm going to move and attack the undead, and I'm going to ask, does anyone, Fred or Conrad, want this damage, or do you want to give it to me?
Well, I'm 1 XP away.
Same.
I'm 6 points down out of 20.
I'll take it.
Conrad, roll yourself a D6 damage, please.
Here comes low.
2. Terrific roll. I would have taken 2. Nicely done, Conrad. Last action comes to me. We are die 6 plus 4. 8. I kill the last guy. I get a glory roll. That glory roll is a 6. A 6 on glory is going to give me a choice. I can add my luck. Do I have any luck to add? I want to add luck. Did I take I didn't even take the bar that I could eat and gain luck. I lost my chance to pick up something like, the Pope's prayer card. Instead, I gain an ace, an XP, and a medal. XP.
That becomes a flamethrower, so.
A medal, for somebody, right? And I also then pick up an ace, and I automatically get my luck back at the end of To the Death. Rusty, you get a holy water back at the end of 2 to the Death, correct?
I do.
If you had used it. And
I had used it.
And take it back. And here comes and anyone who has those special classes where you're taking half damage versus certain types of monsters, make sure you're accounting for that. I don't get that for the veterans. So here comes my big and little. A 55. Guess what we did? We went right back into battle against 5 undead. Is anyone level 3? No? Okay, good. Or else we would have moved to Paris. 55.
Sorry, I'm now level 3. I went up last.
We moved to Paris after that last battle. It does not change the progression path for monsters up to wraiths yet. The thing about wraiths is they do less damage than ghouls, but they do it from anywhere on the board. 5 and a 5, 55. So is going to be 5 ghouls, and where are they going to enter the board at? 31. Does the sergeant know what he's doing? You can say it. The sergeant knows what he's doing. You can't really be afraid when the sergeant is in here. And there's our setup. We're being bum rushed by 5 ghouls and a zombie undead. Here comes my die for To the Death. I rolled a 3. I add 1 for the flamethrower, and I got myself a 4. Now I could pitch in the luck and the holy water and make it a 6. They won't lose, and I have a chance to roll loot. I'll do that. So we're going to be +2 going forward. I kill 1 guy at range. I should kill a ghoul, right?
Yep.
And I will have inspiration. Means I slay and I take a loot roll. And the enemy does not move. Here comes my loot roll. D6. A 6. I roll twice and take the better. And take both. Here comes my 2 rolls. A 5 and a 4. A 5 and a 4 on loot is I gain a bar of my choice and a historic fine. I'm with Rusty. Unless I roll Rusty's crown, a 10. What did I pick up? I am now on the board with magic. I have picked up the Pope's Rosary. Pope Urban's Rosary. I am +2 with my sidearm. Rusty is +2 with his head, his helmet. And the bar I'm going to pick up, I'll pick up a restoration of luck with the baby's Ruth. And we are at +2 to the dice roll. Rusty, give me a D6 and add 2.
Let's see, a D6 and add 2. 3.
Gosh, you guys suck at your rolls. All right, Rusty.
No, Rusty's got a flamethrower. No, Rusty does not have a flamethrower.
No, he does not.
We need to get to a place where we can buy that stuff. We need to find a base camp. Shaken means you slay one zombie, ghoul, or vampire in any range. Gain an XP, Rusty. Lose a bar or a tablet. Do you have a bar or a tablet to lose, Rusty?
I do.
Take one off. The undead then move and attack. And Rusty will slay one guy. I assume you want a ghoul. And the undead, they all move one at this. Yeah, they're all moving one. Here they come. And none of them's next to us, so no damage yet. I go over to Conrad. +2 to your dice, please. 1 die +2.
5 plus
it's
2
a
is
7. That's a good roll. That's a celebration. Conrad, you kill one guy. Would you like to kill the closest ghoul to you?
Yeah, I would assume as much.
And would you like to roll for glory, please?
And die 6. 6.
A 6. Now, do you have luck?
I do.
If you have luck, you will pick up the souvenir of a Luger, and then the next souvenir you pick up could be something really good, like Rita Hayworth's photo with lipstick kiss, or Babe Ruth rookie card, and those can help us at the end game. So I would suggest you add your luck if you have it and pick up a Luger.
Okay, done.
Yes. And the other thing about it is you killed the one guy, and we move on to Fred. Fred, roll 1 die and add 3.
The Luger has no impact on play. Just it's the flag that I can now get the better loot, right?
Yes, but you can also trade it at base camp for things if you wish.
5, but now do I have a +1 from the flamethrower still?
Yes, you're adding 3, Fred. 6. So you rolled a 5?
No.
Oh, that was total 3. Okay, yeah. So 5. Yeah, okay.
A 5. Fred, you have you will roll a D6 for black arts to start this.
2.
A 2. We would lose a caisson, but we don't have any caisson. Those are the magical gear we pick up from the undead. And we're going to continue on with schemes and devices. Slay one undead and take an XP. Then the zombies move and attack.
No. We'll take this ghoul out.
Okay, that's a good one. And they move and attack. Not to us yet.
D6 or something, you said?
No, nobody's next to us. Give me a D6. Did you take your XP, Fred?
No. Okay, so that's what I take.
Yeah, that's what you heard. Up. Yeah. Forgive me for mumbling in Jersey. Tony, a D6 +2. Are we finally getting this going,
2.
Guys?
All right, D6 +3 then.
As long as they don't jump right on top of us, we probably do okay. Give me a roll for glory, Tony.
You want to kill the front one, Tony, or I guess they're locked.
That's actually something different. What's a 4 on glory?
A 4. Restore your holy water. Gain an XP or a medal.
I already have holy water. I need morphine, so I will. I'm already level 3. The level 4 I have to get to 15, so I'll take a medal.
And I have rolled a 6. Now the 6 will kill the last zombie, and I get to roll for loot. And here goes my roll for loot. I rolled a 1 for loot. Not a great roll for loot, but it is loot. I get a random bar. 2 dice for my random bar. Is going to be a 9. My random bar. Sometimes the bars are random. Sometimes you choose them. A 9 is a Charleston Chew. I believe Rusty had a Charleston Chew at one time.
I did. I lost it.
They make the Wehrmacht attack rolls you're allowed to re-roll. I am bar heavy. It's too bad I can't sell these to you. I get a Baby Ruth that gives me back my luck, but I get my luck back at the end of To the Death anyway. Is anyone level 4? No level 4s. We're still in good shape. Rusty, give me a big and little, please. We would love a 1 something to have a base camp here, I would guess. 66. That's a calamity ensues.
That's a terrible roll.
A calamity ensues. I'm looking it up. The Hexy machinations. We're going to go right back into To the Death. Rusty, first roll mishap. 1 die. And the roll is?
3.
A 3. Rusty, there's blame. Blame all around means you lose all your bars or all your tablets or take double the undead fiend threat. Do you have any bars?
I have no bars.
Do you have any
tablets? I lost them. I have 1 tablet.
That would be what you would do, or you would take 2 dice doubled. Roll 2 dice doubled to see if it's worth it to you.
10
would you like to
points
take
of
10
damage?
points of damage, or would you like to lose your tablet?
I'll lose the tablet.
Okay.
Which
now,
is
before we go into To the Death, does
Mine
anyone
says
wish...
you gain an XP as well.
And yes, thank you, Conrad. And you gain that XP for the hexing mechanisms. It's going to be, Conrad's going to take the black arts roll, but before we go in there, does anyone want to use their morphine to heal hit points? I'm down 6. Is anyone else down anything?
I'm only down 2 at this point.
I'm down 2 as well.
I'm down 3.
All right. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to heal myself fully, just being selfish. And there's 4 more. Everyone take 1 point of that 4 more and offer themselves. Okay. And we go to Conrad. Conrad, you will start with the black arts as your action on To the Death.
5.
A 5. Pick up another liability, one you don't have of your choice. If you already have 5, you'll lose your best magical item, gain an XP. And we are now going to roll a big and little to see where the monsters are going to come in at, Conrad. You want low numbers, I guess. Right on top of us. 21. Oh, he's becoming a hero here. And the magnitude 4, I'll go ahead and keep that as a magnitude 4 to denote the number of ghouls that appear as well. And that's 6. And Conrad, roll me our first die of To the Death.
And I rolled a 2.
All right, a 2 is going to be Death Embrace. The monsters will move and forward and attack us.
He's got a 3. He's got a flamethrower.
No, I do not.
Oh, you do not?
Yeah, no, it's Fred, Tony, and myself for the flamethrower guys.
Okay.
Until we get to a base camp. Conrad, you would not be able to slay any ghouls because they're not next to us. They will move forward toward us. You can take a glory roll and leave us with a permanent +1 fury, or you can throw your aces in now.
So if I throw both my aces in, it puts us to shaken, right?
No, you would go from 2 to 4, both aces. That's a tranquility, which means you get the sniper. You get the sniper, and they don't move.
I'd say take the 2, let the +1.
I would say take the fury and let them move because it's early.
Yeah, just let them get the +1.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, so don't use your aces now. Is that what you're advocating, Rusty?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, don't use the aces now, Conrad. Let them move because they're still pretty far away. As long as they have that space distance, we'll see how the game changes when we start getting raised.
And that was Death Embrace, right?
That was 6. That would be Death Embrace. Now, Death Embrace, you picked up a glory. Please roll me a glory for that, Conrad.
Okay. Single die, right?
Yep.
And I rolled a 4.
A 4. You may restore your holy water and gain an XP or a medal. Fred, roll me a die.
XP makes me level 3.
Take the improvement as we go. Fred, roll me a D6 and add 2, please. 1 for your flamethrower and 1 for the fury that Conrad gave us.
5.
A 5. Fred, you put us at schemes and devices. Now, Fred, do you have luck or do you have holy water?
I have both.
You have both. Rather than letting them move, if you push 2, by adding 1, you become a 6. You also get loot from that. By adding 2, you get a celebration. You pick up glory for that, and they don't move. So would you like to add your holy water or your luck, sir?
I will erase holy water.
Holy water, terrific. Fred, roll me a die 6 for loot.
3.
A 3. Fred, you gain a random bar and a tablet of your choice.
Another tablet and bar. All right.
Random bar. Give me 2 dice.
Okay. So 2d6, right?
2d6, yes.
4 and a 5 for 9.
A 9, a Charleston Chew.
Again.
Okay.
Well, a Charleston Chew. Fred, you don't have double Charleston Chews, right? I think it was.
No, I just have 1.
Oh, yeah. So we only have 1 of each type of bar. I'm back to the fact that you killed 1 guy at any range, Fred. Would you like to kill?
Ghouls. We'll take this ghoul off here. This one that's in the front.
This guy right here, I'm assuming, right? Yep, terrific. Good strategy. Okay,
I got a tablet too, right? So tablet.
Yes, and you get to choose any of those tablets that you can. You got the other ones you can get from Combat Sapper, like Raw Power, etc. Those tablets can be played at any time for any person. Tony, roll me a die and add 2.
43, page 43.
Rolling 2 is doing.
Wait. Conrad had +1, and Fred gave us Holy Water. That's +2. Give us roll 3, a die +3, Tony.
4. False Tranquility. Slay. No, that's okay. I slay at any range 1 zombie, ghoul, or wraith.
I take a roll for me.
Let me see.
Ping a zombie for me, or a ghoul for me, if you would, Tony. Okay. And now roll me a 5 or a 6, or you're hit by the sniper.
Okay. Well, it says I gained loot, but okay. 6 took him out.
4 for 4, killing snipers. Boy, we are
5 for 5.
5 for 5. Thank you, Rusty. We are the sniper killers. Going back to this, Tony, I'm not trying to cheat you. You will roll for loot, and they can attack, but they cannot move, and they're not next to any of our caissons and wheels because we don't have any. Give me a loot roll, Tony. Let's get something on the board for you.
How about a 6?
A 6. Take 2 rolls. So 2 rolls. Okay. We're going to ignore 6s, but give me 2d6 for 2 items.
A 6 and a 1? I have to re-roll the 6?
Yeah, re-roll the 6.
Okay, so a 1 and a 4 then.
A 1 and a 4. Do you have luck, Tony?
I do have luck.
You should turn the 4 into a 5 and take a historic find.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Okay. You mean tossing my luck on that?
Yes. Give me 2 dice. Give me a 12 and get the Crown of Thorns. Give me a 2 and get St. George's Shield. Give me a 3 and get Excalibur. What did you roll, Tony?
A 6.
A 6. You've got Caesar's Triumph. So you have picked up this Laurel Leaf Crown at +1. That will take 1 away from any damage you take. That will fully protect you sometimes from zombie attack. Any of these are great to have.
Is it -1 die or is it -1 pip?
It's -1 pip from any damage per creature. So against a zombie, they roll a d6 -1 of damage against you. Against a raid, it's a d6 -1 for damage against you.
It's a safeguard too. So in the case where it says you can use the +1 safeguard.
Yes, but the safeguard will only work. A +1 safeguard will only work against the zombies. A +2 will work against ghouls and zombies, and a +3 safeguard will work against the raids, ghouls, and zombies. Rusty, you have the crown. I have the rosary, and Tony now has the laurel leaves of Julius Caesar. And we
just a quick question. When I rolled the 6, you said roll 2 dice. Is it just roll 2 and take the better? What it is?
You also got the 1 result, Tony, and that 1 result will be the fact that you picked up under loot a random bar. 2 dice for that, please.
Oh, okay, thank you. A 5.
A 5. Pick up a Mounds bar.
A Mounds bar.
I move over to me, and I believe we are +2 +1 more for my flamethrower. No, we're only because Conrad started this with the Death Embrace. I'm rolling 1 die and adding 3. Damn. Sorry about that, guys. I have got schemes. I'm going to take a black arts roll first.
Can I block your black arts roll with my item I just posted earlier?
The tablet? A tablet. Do you have like a counters tablet?
Yeah, I have counters tablet, yeah.
If you wish, let's see what it is before we roll it.
I posted it earlier. It says counter any class ignores either plus mishap and plus black arts result. Yeah, let's see what the result is. We might want to block it.
Let's see what we got here. I rolled a 6, so that's going to be a Hexy Mischief. Let's see what Hexy Mischief is being caused. A 3. The Hexy Mischief being caused would be until we finish, we cannot use tablets. It's up to you, Fred. We either can try to finish this battle.
That doesn't sound like it's going to be bad, so I'm going to leave it.
Okay,
especially since we don't have that many tablets.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
No tablets for the rest of this battle from the black arts I got. The rest of the 5 is going to give us the fury of +1. That's nice. I gain an XP, and I need 5 to go to level 3. I'm not there by any way, shape, or form. And we move to let me see what else happens there. I kill one guy at a distance, but then they're going to move forward toward us. So let me Yeah, we should get rid of the ghouls, even though the zombies are coming closer.
Yeah, because you can always freeze zombies. Somebody may get lucky and freeze them.
Okay, and here we go. Rusty, you're rolling 1 die and adding 3. Good roll, Rusty. It freezes them. You kill a ghoul, and you are a 5, and you are rolling for glory, Rusty. Give me a D6.
5.
A 5. Restore any ace, gain an XP and a medal, Rusty. As soon as we find a base camp, Rusty, you're going to get your flamethrower. And here comes
Chaplain.
Conrad. Give me a roll of a D6 plus 3.
I thought it was +4.
Not +4.
Didn't Rusty pick up a fury there?
Rusty does not pick up a fury there
okay.
with his information. No, yeah, I mean with his
7,
celebration.
Yeah.
A 5, Conrad. A 5 is going to be a number of things. First of all, we add 1 for the fury. Second, roll for black arts.
6.
A 6, and roll another D6, Conrad, for hexy mischief.
6 and 6.
6 and 6. Conrad, you lose a souvenir of a Luger, collectible or goodwill artifact. They stole your Luger. You kill one guy at any distance, and then they come and you gain an XP, Conrad, and then they're going to move to come after us. So if you kill the guy in 2-4, it keeps us from biting me, but if you kill the guy in front of you, it keeps you from biting you.
I've got one pip injury, so I will kill the guy in front of me.
Okay. And I move this guy to here. And I will roll a D6 for the damage that it does to me. And it does 4 points minus 2 as it does 2 points of damage to me. Let me double check this because this is a zombie wound. And the zombie will, let's see, for all enemy counterattacks, you're protected by having any safeguard of suitable rating. I have a +2 rosary, and that is of suitable rating. I did not take any damage from a zombie. In fact, nice. I would have blocked a ghoul attack with that. And it comes over to Fred. Fred, we're at +4 to the dice. Give me a D6 plus 4. A 5. Fred, you killed the last guy and you get a glory roll. Give me a D6, Fred.
All right.
Seems like we should run you forward at times, Red.
2.
You know, since ghouls and zombies
we certainly
can't hurt
can, but I don't have a crown and I don't have body armor, so that +2.
But you're safeguarded as a 2 means they can't hurt you. So draw everybody to you.
I on certain results though, Conrad, because each of the attacks
it's not
so the safeguard only counts where you have where it says safeguard applies, right?
Yes, and some of those safeguards will say you need safeguard of uniform or you need safeguard of helmet. But yes, it does make sense, especially if I get one more level and be 28 hit points to move me forward just a little bit as a soak off for the attacks. And I also think that Rusty with his +2 crown is also in another good shape. But did I tell you what your glory was, Fred?
Not yet. I got a 2.
A 2. You may restore your luck and gain an XP or a medal. I get luck back, but I don't have.
I will take a medal, so I have 3 medals. We get the town. Medals. I am set.
Now, before you take the medal, Fred, as opposed to the XP, there's only certain things you can do with those medals. You can buy bars with them. You can't buy tablets. You can buy things like tanks and half-tracks. Those are really nice. You can buy your flamethrower, but you already have it. So if you have 3 medals, you're really buying a lot of extra bars. And is it worth it to you as opposed to
I guess
a level 4?
I'll wait a 2 and I'll take 1
okay.
XP. So
let's go over to
total. I need 3 more XP.
Give me a D6, 3. Please, Tony. I big and little, please, Tony.
4.
Big and little coming up. Oh, God.
66. Do we have anyone who's level 4?
No.
Well, that's at least a good
level
thing.
3.
Calamity ensues. Hexy. Machinations. We're going to go right back into to the death. A mishap resolves. Roll me a mishap first, Tony.
Okay. D6?
Yes. He's laughing.
Right.
He's laughing as we're suffering misery.
I'm suddenly stuck on 6s.
A 6 on mishap. It's a command decision. It means you roll an opportunity knocks. Guess who's going to Istanbul? Roll a D6, Tony.
Okay. A 5.
A 5. Tony is going to Zurich. Means he temporarily is placed in that letter spot, Z, Zurich, Switzerland. Find them in the gray neutral countries. Roll on the historic find table 2 dice, Tony.
Okay. A 3.
A 3. Oh, gosh. It's Excalibur, I believe.
Well, there's a reason to go to Zurich, you know.
Luck finally shows up for him.
It's Excalibur. Tony, his character is in Switzerland, fighting by himself. Did you can put yourself anywhere on the grid if you wish, Tony, or you can stay where you are, which is good. Here, why don't you take?
You haven't assigned it, so I can't actually move it.
Where would you like to be? Go ahead and mark it anywhere. You could 6-6 is probably better than where you are.
Let's do. How about a 6-4?
6-4. You're closer to the undead that way usually.
Yeah, 6-5. 6-5.
Okay, 6-5. Very good. And you are going to fight this by yourself. Let me double check that that's the case. It says you will fight the current monster threat to the death. In co-op play, you go alone. You do not get your Wheels of War or any of the other grid items. Tony, you're fighting this by yourself. Give me a big and little to find out where it lands. This is for Excalibur, man. Roll a big and little. 34. They're going to come right here. You got a chance when they're right here. Roll me a D6 to see how many are ghouls versus how many are zombies.
Oh, Tony.
Wow, 6 ghouls. Oh, bloody hell.
6 ghouls.
I don't have Excalibur yet, so I'm fighting for it.
Yeah, you're fighting for it.
But and there's still going to be zombies because there's always zombies in the battle.
Well, in this case, Fred, there's 6 undead on the board, so it was 6 ghouls. Tony, I wish I could hand you my my rosary, but I cannot. That's not allowed in the game. You are fighting this by yourself. Roll me a D6 for the first round of battle. A 6 would be really nice.
And the U.S. Army considers this R&R.
All right,
perfect.
1. You add 1 for your flamethrower, and you get a death embrace. It would start by moving all of the enemy at you and attacking. It will give you +1 for the fury if you want to stay here. Otherwise, you can dump in your holy water and luck if you have it. Move to false tranquility, and if you have any bars that give you +1 fury and all that, those would be good things to use now. What would you like to do, Tony? Keep it death embrace for the +1 fury, or add any of your aces?
No, I will keep it at death embrace.
Okay, so let's go through this together. You're going to roll for glory, and you're going to slay only if they're next to you. So now here's an option for you. I move these guys, and they don't hit you, but you can move. And if you want to move to 6-4, you kill a ghoul.
Oh, okay.
Then I will do so. I will move to 6-4 and kill a ghoul. And we are going to roll for your glory.
Glory. Go ahead and roll the glory, please.
A 4.
A 4 on glory. Restore your holy water.
I still have holy water.
Gain an ace or a medal. Gain an XP or a medal. Nice if you leveled here to level 4.
Yeah.
All right. Tony,
I need so much to go up to level 4.
You are +1 to your dice roll. Roll a D6. On a 5 or a 6, you hold them in place.
And he still has his safeguards if he's.
This would be so you got a 6 roll.
Slay anyone in any range, but
this would probably be a good time to add both your safeguards.
Not necessarily, Rusty, because he rolled a 5 and gets a 6. A 6 is going to be inspiration. It freezes them in place, and he rolls for loot.
Yeah, he did good. Okay. He got the roll he wanted. He froze them.
A 4.
Roll me a D6 for loot, Tony.
A 4.
A 4. A 4 means you pick up a choice of bar. If you do not have a Heath bar that restores 2.
If he takes the glory roll,
there's a bar that is for morphine, and there's a bar for luck.
And there's also a bar for fury, the O. Henry, and there's a bar, though, for Heath that gives you 2d6 battle damage back if you wish to take that instead.
Yeah. Oh, and that's during. I can use a bar during battle.
During the battle.
You can.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll take the one that gives me 2d6.
That's the Heath bar from 1914. And Tony, you have locked.
Point of order here. It says when the battle concludes, you may take a roll for loot, unless the version's changed.
That what it is?
No. It's you
just take a roll for loot. Yeah.
You may want to get the current version of the game here, son. Okay. It says just take a roll for loot. What I did was I changed it so that you don't wait till the end.
Die constantly.
Everyone just constantly is getting their loots and their glories. That's how I increase the XPs in the game as well. And so let's see what we got here. We got Tony. Next roll, you're +1 for your fury, and you are +1 for your
my flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Give me a die.
Can he roll? Can he move one? You might want to go to 6-3.
Yeah, you could move to 6-4 and slowly try to move away from these guys.
6-3.
6-3. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I'll go to 6-3. I think Rusty's right on that.
Yeah, keeps a bunch of them from getting.
The only problem with this, Rusty, is that he starts next game wherever he is.
Yeah, but he'll have Excalibur next game.
He will have Excalibur adding 3.
Or he'll be dead and be starting a 0 character.
Tony, you killed one guy.
Yep, and they don't move.
And
I take a roll of glory.
Would you like to move to 6-2 and get further away from him?
I do.
And you take a roll for glory. Roll, Tony.
Glory is a 4.
A 4. You're going to restore your holy water. Love that holy water. Gain an XP or a medal.
I will gain another XP.
Okay, give me a die. You're still adding 2.
Oh, a 3.
All right, a 3 is going to be shaken.
Shaken.
You cannot kill them if they're not next to you. You're going to gain an XP. You lose a bar without benefit. You have not pushed in your luck yet, or you have pushed in your luck?
No, I pushed in my luck. I haven't used my holy water, but since I keep getting it back, I am going to use my holy water to give me a +1.
Make it a false tranquility. You're also +2 now with your fury going forward. So
I will slay at any range.
You slay at any range. How about we take this guy off here?
Yep.
And you may move. You may not move in false tranquility. And now you have to roll a 5 or 6 for the sniper, sir.
It's the only bad part about that.
But you can also use your luck too, Tony.
Wait,
and get yourself
4.
the +2.
Do I get my plus on this?
No
pluses. No. Tony,
when you used your morphine, Tony, or your holy water, Tony, you could have used your luck as well and made it a +2.
I have no luck. No, I have no luck.
Yeah, he used it up already.
Tony, you have taken a D6 damage. Wait a second. I'm sorry. You took 2 D6 damage from this sniper attack. Roll the dice, please.
Okay, the sniper does 7.
7, so mark that down. And now you have to roll to see if the sniper hits you again. And under ambush...
I kill him.
You kill him. It becomes easier to kill him on the second shot anyway, but Tony has killed him. Yeah. And so take your 6 points of damage and roll me a D6 for 2 the death. You're adding 1 for flamethrower. You're adding 2 for accumulated holy water and fury that you've accumulated. So +3. Tony, you killed 1 at any range. Roll for glory.
Okay, D6 for glory, a 3.
A 3, gain morphine. And
all right.
And gain an XP or medal.
We'll go another XP.
Did you want to move towards 6-3 and get away from the bottom of the map, Tony?
I did actually, yes.
That's fine. I'll move you right now. Okay, now roll your last roll, Tony. Give me you got +3. D6 +3. It's not going to really matter. You're going to kill this ghoul.
A 6. Inspiration. I kill 1 at any range.
Yeah, did you? That one did not come to me for whatever reason, but a 6 total. You're saying, right? Yeah, 6 total is even better. I'm going to move you to 6-4. I'm going to take off the last ghoul. Roll for loot, Tony.
Okay. A6.
A 6. 2 rolls, please.
Okay. A 5 and a 1.
5 and a 1. Gain a random bar and gain a historic find. Give me 2 dice for the historic find.
A historic find again.
A 6.
A 6. You have got Caesar's Triumph again. It left you and came back. And the random bar, 2 dice.
Okay. Random bar, 2 dice. How about a 9?
A 9. You've picked up a Charleston Chew, very popular, it seems like. That will allow you to re-roll a Wehrmacht attacked. Now, you picked up Excalibur. Mark yourself with that +3 sword, Tony, and you drop the flamethrower. It's gone. You do not get to hand it off.
Okay, it's a +3 sword? Oof.
It's +3 to any to the death rolls you're making.
Okay, and I just drop the flamethrower. It just goes away. I can't hand it off.
Nope, you cannot hand it off.
Okay. All right.
You just don't trust Rusty with it, I guess.
You would have incorporated Excalibur, so actually Excalibur becomes a flaming.
Yeah, or your flamethrower has turned into Excalibur. Now we are in 4.
Taking the parts.
Are you level 4, Tony?
I am not. I'm still just a few away from
We are still in the battle of the catacombs of Paris, below the city, trying to get rid of the undead from those catacombs. And I go over to me, big and little. Come on, get us a 1. A 43, that's a Wehrmacht attack.
Oh, we can cancel that. A bunch of us have Charleston shoes.
Well, we can re-roll it, Fred.
No, you can re-roll the little die.
We're never going to cancel it, but maybe we'll make it something that's not going to kill us outright. A 4-3 is maneuver. Now, maneuver means the Wehrmacht attack here ends after an artillery strike. Roll a d6 times for impact points. Thanks. I don't know if we want a d6 artillery attacks, but let's take a look. I'm going to move us back onto the board exactly where we were. And let me roll how many there are before we decide to cancel it. 1. Hey, it's up to you guys. You want to take 1 artillery strike? It might not hit us, or somebody could end up with 2 dice of damage. Yeah, how about if I make it for you? Guess what? We're going to take an artillery strike and end the Wehrmacht attack. It's going to hit 23, which means it hits 2-4, 3-4, 3-3, 3-1, and 1-4. All of that means we are all safe, and there is... this fight is over. There is no XP loss, and we did not lose any. And over to Rusty, big and little, please.
There we go, a 1-2.
12. That is a good roll, Rusty. A 12 is going to be a base camp. The base camp is going to be Monty's army base camp. So we move 1 forward on Monty's army. Let's see. Restore all aces and HPs, everyone.
Oh, nice.
Glider airdrop and move to the khaki line. Deploy 1 step further and use the quartermaster there. We have gone to 5. We have landed in Sicily. We are going to kill the undead from Mount Etna, and it is open terrain. And let's go first with medals. Now, Rusty,
I thought in the rules you couldn't advance to level 5 unless you had a 5th level character.
No, what happens is, Rusty, is after 2 to death, we do a determination of who the highest level character is in co-op play, and if that character is equal to the position we're on or better than it, we move on. Here, the base camp directly says that we move on. Okay. Now, what happens with the base camp, though, is we get to cash in medals.
Right.
So, Rusty, how many medals do you have?
1.
Take use it to get a flamethrower. Conrad, how many medals do you have?
1. Got the flamethrower.
Terrific. Fred, how many medals do you have?
2.
2. Fred, you may pick up a vehicle for our group. It's something we can hide behind. It's something we can jump in and mow down undead with. Or you can pick up your 2 bars if you wish.
I can carry 2 bars?
They have to be different.
You would cash in two medals for 2 bars.
Oh, okay. All right. So would I just roll to see which bars they are?
Nope. You just go ahead and pick 2 bars.
Oh, okay. Which one was the one that restored hit points?
Heath.
Okay, I don't have a Heath yet, so
plus
that's
2
good.
dice. The O. Henry bar gives +1 to Fury on your turn to the group.
I'll take that one too. O. Henry.
Okay. Over to Tony. Tony, how many medals you have? Mr. Excalibur?
I have 1.
1. Would you like to add a tank to the group? Would you like to add a motorcycle to the group? I'm going to add a half-track to the group with one of mine.
I can actually... Okay, yeah, let's add a... with only 1, I can get a tank?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a tank.
Okay, now the tank doesn't move. We can put the tank any place. Anyone behind the tank, the only thing... There's 2 things the tanks do. If the tank, for instance, is in 3-5, on our turn, any undead in 3-4, 3-3, 3-2, and 3-1 are gone. All right? If you put the tank, and then, who is this? That's me. That's a good place to put it, Tony. And anyone behind the tank does not take machine gun fire from pillboxes. Where would you like to put your tank, Tony?
Well, just effectively, I think it'd probably be best to be around at 3-3. It seems to be pretty good.
Okay, 3-3.
If I can get back to my spot at 4-6. I'll be good.
You want to get behind the tank. Like Fred wants to move over here and try to get to 3-5, or I can move up a step. Now.
Sorry, I misread that. It should be a 3-5. That's what I was thinking. 3-5. Yeah, sorry.
3-5. That's perfect, Tony. I agree with that.
Right? I like that.
It's all fuzzy. I can't see it.
I like that tank there. Actually, I do like the tank at 3-4 because 2 people can get behind it. But here comes the other. You had 1 or 2 medals, Tony.
I had 1.
And I have 2 medals. I took a half track and then 1 more medal. Does everyone have a flamethrower at this point?
Conrad.
Or better.
Did you get one?
Yeah, Conrad, I think, picked up a flamethrower.
Yes, I have the flamethrower.
That means I can pick up I will pick up safe, luck into the death, safe, and I'm going to take a Butterfinger and make a safe from damage on my turn into the death if that should come up. I got a lot of bars. I could end up losing a lot of them, but let's see what we got here. We are back out at base camp, and I believe it was Rusty that rolled that. So, Conrad, give us big and little. We are fighting in Sicily in position 5.
61.
61 is going to be Calamity Ensues, and I have to ask the question, Conrad. Are you? I'm getting to it. Is it Firebug? Yes. Are you a Firebug?
Negative.
Fred, are you a Firebug?
Yes.
Lose all your aces, sir.
All right.
And we go into a battle.
Fred, unfortunately, you lost all your aces. You lost the liability of Firebug, and then we go into a battle. Roll me a big and little to see where the monsters appear, Fred.
All right.
Now we got vehicles. It gets a little bit more interesting. So
yeah. So there's a 4, and then what else do you need to do?
A big and little, 2 dice.
Yeah,
46. Fred, you put the undead right next to us. That's gonna hurt Rusty and I. And now roll it.
Scramble around the other side of the
vehicle. Well, did you put it right on top of us again?
Yes.
They're gonna destroy our vehicles, sadly. And Fred, give me a D6 on how many are ghouls.
All right, this we want low. 2.
All right, 2 ghouls.
They're all near the half track, though, right? So that's the one benefit.
All right, I am under a spot of a zombie. I roll a die, no safeguard on how much damage I took, and I took 2 points of damage. Let me mark that down.
Tank rolled right over him.
That tank fires in this direction, Fred, toward 3-1. You let him flank us.
I know.
Rusty, roll a D6 damage, please.
Is that reduced by my?
It is.
Crown.
It is. So was mine.
I
guess mine got absorbed as well. Thank you, Rusty, for remembering that.
I'm taking 2 attacks or 1 attack.
Well, now we're gonna roll for the attack, Fred. And so give me a D6 and add 1 for your flamethrower.
4.
A 4. Now, a 4 here is not really good because they still get to attack us and deliver damage if they're next to us. Also, with that 4, we're dealing with the fact that in any terrain except open, are we in open terrain? I think we may be. Yes, we're in open terrain, so they don't destroy our vehicles, which at least is good. They cannot move, but they do deliver damage, Fred, and you would take loot. If you add your luck... Well, you don't have your luck. You don't have your luck, and you don't. Yeah, we're at a 4. All right, slay a zombie or ghoul at any range, Fred. Which one do you want to hit? Go ahead and ping him. I'll take him off. You got one. You got one right on the vehicle. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna take this off. This is a ghoul. I'm gonna take the ghoul off.
Take the one on the vehicle.
On the vehicle.
Yeah, the one on the vehicle.
Oh, the one on the vehicle. Okay, yeah, he's gone.
Okay, and now we're gonna take damage from these things. We got a zombie here that's going to deliver damage. He can only deliver it to Fred. Fred, give me a D6. A 3. No safeguards, Fred, I believe, because you don't have any magic items. A 3. Fred, take 3 points of damage, please.
Yep, I'm doing it.
The zombie right here. Fred, roll a D6. I'll roll a D6. It either does 1 point of damage to me, or how much to you, Fred?
Yeah, let me see what happens here. 4.
A false tranquility. It says against enemy attacks, you're protected by the sidearm and I do have sidearms, so I will take the damage from this zombie because I ignore it with my cross. And so I will then go to this guy here. He's going to move. Now, here's the way they move. Well, no, they can't move.
They're not moving.
Point, right? Yeah, that guy doesn't move. That guy, we're over here, over to Rusty. Rusty, roll me 2 single D6 and subtract your 2 for your crown from each of them.
See, 3 plus 2 is 5.
So you took 5 points of damage, Rusty. And the safeguard here, I looked it up before. The safeguard is sidearm. I don't think you have a +1 safeguard, so you're going to take the damage from that.
No, I have flamethrower and the crown.
Yeah, the crown is head. Okay, so take your 5 points of damage, Rusty, and then we go over to Tony. Tony, you are rolling +3 for Excalibur, and nobody's used their aces yet. So roll me a D6 +3, Tony.
A 5.
A 5. You couldn't roll a stinking 6, so they wouldn't attack us. All right, dump your holy water or luck into that because we don't want to have another 6 dice of damage coming our way.
Okay, so I will use holy water.
Okay, inspiration.
Generate new ones.
Take your loot, Tony. Roll me a die 6 for loot, please.
Die 6, a 2.
A 2. Gain a tablet of your choice. Now, who did you kill, Tony?
Let's see
Take
here.
The other
I'm
ghoul out.
The other ghoul.
Well done. And it comes over to me. I am not adding 3, but I am adding 1 for Tony's holy water and 1 for my flamethrower. And I rolled a 7. I'm going to kill something.
I thought you were adding 1. Didn't Fred have schemes and devices? Did I miss that?
Fred was a 4 because he couldn't add anything to it, Conrad. Okay, I'm going to kill this guy next to me. I'm going to move toward the half track, and I will, and that will end my turn after I take my glory roll. Here comes my glory. Give me some XP. XP and glory, I get an XP. It's about freaking time. I need 2 more. I want them in this battle. Okay, go ahead, Rusty. You're rolling +1. Die +1 for your flamethrower. Your die +2.
You threw in holy water, right, Fred? Or
holy water thrown in by Tony.
Yep. So I have a 4.
A 4, Rusty. They do not move, but they do get to attack. So let's start with Fred. Fred, take a die 6 of damage, please.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, doesn't he kill one first? Doesn't Rusty kill one first?
It
says kill
a 4. Yes, slay a zombie across any range.
I'll get rid of the one on Fred.
And then I'll take the other one from the zombie attack because I'm blocking it. Is that your strategy, right. Conrad?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my strategy.
Wait, I moved Rusty. What am I moving Rusty for?
I don't know, because I would move.
You did move. You moved to here then, right? Well, no, you couldn't move because you can't move on my turn. So, I'll put you there anyway because I cheated.
Well, I get to move on my turn, right?
No, not with a 4. False tranquility.
Then put me back there.
No, you'll be damaged. No,
in which case Fred will be damaged because Rusty will kill the one in front of him.
All right, take your damage, Rusty.
Well, instead of Rusty killing the one in front of Fred, he would now kill the one in
front
of him.
No, I'd still kill the one in front of Fred.
Okay.
I was in perfect position at 3-6 until the zombies came out of the ground at 4-6. And give me, Rusty, give me a roll for glory, right?
Okay, glory roll is 6.
Choice to add luck and make this a 7, which picks you up a German Luger and other possible souvenirs later, or you become a 5, which is restore any ace, gain an XP and a medal.
I'll take the XP and the medal.
Okay, XP level, medal, and any ace. I go over to Conrad. Conrad, you're adding 1 to your die, +1 for the flamethrower, +2. So roll die +2, 3.
Total of 3.
You guys are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I say it again. These are the grunts I have to take into war. All right, you slay one zombie or ghoul that's adjacent to you, Conrad. You're not even adjacent to anyone.
Can I move, right?
You can't move into Fred. Can't move into me.
You can move down.
Well, but I can't help it if you're getting in the way.
Well, I can't help it that you can't make a shot with a Garand.
You just need to blame.
It's a flamethrower, dude.
Fred and I are
right in the
screaming,
middle of us.
Don't flamethrower the zombie when we're between you.
Any undead next to any wheels of war or caisson, destroy that vehicle. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
You got him. You destroyed our tank and our.
It took out the.
I didn't. I wasn't standing there.
You took out the one in front of me though. The one that's been beaten on red. He's dead too, ain't he?
No.
It's got to be next to him.
It's he's not next to him. Okay. He
rolled. I thought it said the zombie next to the.
Look at the chat and read Corporal Kill's role in this game.
All right, let's keep going. I'm having fun here.
It's a 1. Okay, he that was 2 medals worth of vehicles. He just struck off the board because the man can't aim his flamethrower. Okay, here we go with what else happens in that.
Guys, let him pick it up. I mean,
take your XP, Conrad.
At least it's gonna be level 4 now, right?
Zombies move and attack. Rusty, roll 2 dice on yourself.
Oh my goodness!
I don't even block this. I bet because let me see. It's a shaken. A shaken is. Shaken is the benefit of shaken. Oh, enemy counterattack protected by safeguard. Any safeguard a suitable rating. Rusty, your safeguard of +2 protects you. My safeguard of +2 protects me. We go on to
all the crying for nothing.
Fred, we lost
2 vehicles.
All the crying for nothing.
You understand what the tank does? The tank kills things in front of it.
The tank did nothing for us.
It doesn't kill anything when Fred rolls them behind our lines.
Let me show you what this can do.
It gave the zombies a way to get to us.
If it was my turn, I could move into the half track and move it 2 steps and mow down 2 zombies. If we had
why didn't you do that?
Yeah, why didn't you do that?
Because I first have to go through
because you were slacking
and Tweedledum.
Totally slacking.
Other people need to make rolls besides ones before it comes back to me. All right.
Totally slacking.
You were slacking.
On you.
Fred, roll me a D6 and add 1. +1 for your flamethrower. +2. It's because I'm so good. Oh, gosh, back ones. Thank you, kid. At least Fred kills the guy next to him.
Yep. And Rusty doesn't get hurt because he's got the safeguard.
That's right. Take an XP, Fred.
Yes.
That seemed pretty smart to me, Fred.
The flaming.
I don't know what they're crying about.
The flaming tank is blowing up again. You lose a bar or tablet. By the way, Fred or Conrad.
The Charles.
I don't have any bars.
One, right?
Okay. Of course you don't. You're even eating your candy too fast.
Yeah.
I
don't think I haven't got any.
That's it. I go over to Tony. Tony, give me a die 6 +4. This is the way it's done.
Guys over here need
5.
A 5. How would you like to kill somebody with Excalibur, please?
Oh, black cards. Slate any. Yeah, okay. So black cards.
They're blaming you and me, and these guys got Excalibur and what's the other magic item, and they
a 4 on black cards.
A 4. Well, it's a 4 on black arts. Why? Because you only rolled a 1 as well.
I rolled a 1 as well.
You only rolled a 1 as well.
These kids.
I tell you, roll 20, killing me, man. I tell you.
These kids today don't know how to roll their dice. Add another undead to the battle. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Yikes.
That's probably the guy you killed. Is the undead?
Now we need the tank.
The undead that appeared at 21. You killed.
Come out.
I gain an XP. All right.
Yeah, gain an XP. You killed this guy over here. These 2 guys here. On what was the roll finally? A 4.
It was
net of 5.
Oh, and we gained the Fury, so we're at an additional +1, everyone.
That is true. Let's see. Enemy counterattacks protected by any safeguard. Rusty is protected from 2 zombies by his crown. And you are also protected, in case it matters, Tony, by your laurel leaves. And I go over to me. How about if I roll a die? How about I add enough that I just go ahead and give some smack here? How about if I roll for my glory? Give me an XP. I need to get another level here. A 5, restore any ace, gain a medal and XP. Well, at least they know that I deserve to get my half track back. One more XP and I go up to level 3.
Apparently, this army rewards people for whining.
Rusty, it's not whining when it comes from a superior. It's instruction. Give me a D6, Rusty, and add 3, I think, to it. Axton wants to go out slow.
Wow. All right.
I am +1 for my flamethrower, and what's the other pluses?
Corporal kill. It doesn't matter. You're next to the guy. You get to kill him on anything but a 1, Rusty, and you add in 3. Corporal kill gives me a 1. MacGyver gives me a 1. Agent O'Shea gives me a 1.
I'm the chaplain. What do you expect
1.
from a chaplain? I was trying to give holy orders to a couple of the
I'm being dragged through the island of Sicily by a bunch of sissies. All right, Rusty, as your last act, I advise you to move 1 space. Tony, did you want to move on your turn to 5-5?
Yeah, why not?
And I will move here. Okay, or 6-5.
Actually, we're probably better off being spread out because, Fred could just put them on top of us again.
He could, but if we spread out, somebody's going
to be going, but only one of us, as opposed to all 5 of us.
Yes, but when we get that artillery strike, sometimes we can re-roll the Wehrmacht attacks that might have delivered that, but we can't re-roll it every time. All right, up to you, Rusty. On your turn, I can move you toward 2-2 if you'd like.
Hey, Chaplain, I need some healing.
Having the guy go forward is always having the guy with a cross goes forward and lead the way is always the superior. Well, that was 2 to death. Do we have any guy at level 5 or not?
No.
Conrad, give me a big and a little. Getting to the end of the game here. I've got more than enough material. It's
25
now before they come out and kill us.
A 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5. Did you want to just fight Hitler even though we won't? We're only levels 2s and 3s. It's up to you guys.
A 2 is what? An ambush? No.
A 2 is an obstacle.
Obstacle. Okay.
Tony might be able to survive. Rusty might be able to survive, but and you might with the rest.
Before we do that, I'm going to use my morphine.
Well, if you need to use your morphine, use your morphine. The 2 and the 4 from Fred. I think it was Conrad rolling, right? I'm not sure what.
It was me. I rolled 2-4 or 2-5.
A 2-5. A 2-5 is going to be an obstacle, and an obstacle number 5. Displaced. Where do we end up, Tony? Go ahead and read it out.
It means you cross war refugees, the sick and routed. Lose any bar. Add 6 zombies to your next battle to the death. Ooh, ugly. If this event occurs again before then, treat as diabolical substitution. Event 6, gain an XP. There you go, Conrad.
Conrad, take an XP and add 6 bonus. As a bonus, the number of hexi in the climax bunker with the Fuhrer are reduced by 1. Yeah, okay. There's only 5 hexi in the thing, but there's another 6 zombies that are going to appear in the next time we fight to the death. That's going to take forever. We're going to really make some levels with all those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And give me big and little, Fred.
Okay, you guys asked for it. 4 and 3.
4 and 3. Wehrmacht attacks.
That's artillery again.
Yeah,
right?
Let's see what it is before we cancel it.
A 4 and a 3 is going to be maneuver. This is not bad. Means the Wehrmacht attack here ends after an artillery strike. But Fred, roll a D6 for the number of artillery strikes we take.
Does Fred have to roll?
A 1.
Good job,
Just
Fred.
a 1. This is good job. We should probably take this. It's only going to be 1 artillery strike on the group, and we don't have any vehicles anymore. So, Fred, give me a big and little to see where the artillery strikes.
Yikes.
3.
63. Getting really close to Tony. But Tony's out of range. He's out of the 2 range. I go to Tony. Give me big and little.
Big and little it is. There we go. 1-3.
A 1-3
that's
is
good.
great.
That's probably good.
Yeah, that's good.
I
think we're going to the Russians. We are going to the Russians, guys. Everyone restore your aces. Restore your hit points.
All right.
We are going to move to 6. We are going to attack the battle of I think it's Königsberg. outside of Stalingrad. We're going to go relieve
Red,
the kids at Stalingrad.
You had a medal, so you could get another Wheel of War.
We are in the fort section. And Tony, do you have any medals?
I do not.
I have a medal. I can get my half track back.
I have a medal.
Rusty, you can buy with your medal Rusty, a bar or a vehicle, since you already have your flamethrower.
Yeah.
Any bar? Do you have a Clark bar yet? I mean, a Heath bar yet?
No, I have no bar, no. And
do you want a bar or do you want a vehicle?
I want a vehicle. Put a tank in front of me.
This is a crazy place. You can either have a candy bar or a tank.
Actually, I'll let Tony get in there. We'll put the tank in 5.4 instead of 5.5.
5.4. Okay.
So Tony can go into 5.5.
You could put the tank at 6.4, and then you can move on your turn to 6.6.
Okay, let's do that. Except for it doesn't help if it's on the side because the zombies are going to have to move across.
Put it right here. Put it right here.
No, that's
I think your 5.5 is probably okay there, Rusty.
Yeah, 5.4. Yeah, 5.4.
If it's on the edge, there's less chance the zombies are going to overwhelm it, and we know we got a hell of a lot of zombies coming our way in the next 2 to death, another extra 6, where hopefully people will be running in the... Let me put this half track here just so Conrad, Fred, or Red can move into the half track, move 2 hexes and run down zombies, and then get out of the half track. And we maybe can do that repeatedly by moving back and forth with the half track and kill a lot of zombies if it comes around to us. We are at red, rolling big and little. Here it comes. 42 Wehrmacht. We hate the Wehrmacht.
Especially now. We just
wait a second. Yes, we are at 6. Here come the Wraiths. I know you guys are ready for that.
Yeah.
Oof.
The Wehrmacht attack, 42. Oh, and you also love the fact that Wraiths can turn invisible. They cannot be run down by half tracks, but there still could be zombies in the game. Here comes my 2. Pinned. Suffer wound based on undead fiend. Safeguard of uniform. I don't have that. But only if you were in the column. Decided by a D6 roll. Where did the D6 roll hit? It hit 5.
It's Rusty.
No, Rusty. What do you got in front of you?
A tank.
A tank.
That's right. Rusty's protected. Does Sergeant know how to roll and organize the guys?
Protection of uniform is the tank a uniform?
No. What happens with the tank, Conrad, is the tank is designed specifically to nullify this, the pillbox style attack. It says flamethrower tank Wheels of War blocks this damage for the character behind it on the column. It's right there in the explanation of a pinned. In cities, the damage is doubled. Gain an XP. Well, that puts me at level 3, which is nice. And also what happens is, do we continue? You will only have 1 pillbox attack regardless of your ill fortune. After this, we are going to... That threat may even continue after the Wehrmacht attacks. And let's see, the fight continues. Okay, the fight continues locked at big D6 Wehrmacht attacked. If you have a half-trap vehicle, the next player adds 1 to his clarifying roll. Rusty, please roll a D6 plus 1 for Wehrmacht attack. And while I do my level, I'll pass that over to Tony to read out the result. Did you roll your D6, Rusty?
I rolled a 1, of course.
Is this on the Wehrmacht attack still?
Yep.
Okay, 1 win.
Now he adds 1 for our half-track.
So that's 2.
2 pinned. That's the same thing. So, suffer a wound based on undead fiend, suffer a safeguard uniform, but only if you are in the column decided by a D6. So, D6 is to figure out what column it is. A 5 would be good again.
A 5 would be good. A 4.
A 4.
Nobody's in 4.
Hey, no one's in it. So, no
Once
problem
again,
there.
Sergeant Red has decided where the guy should be placed and how the game is... Okay, let's go.
You gain an XP there, Rusty.
Gain an XP.
Are you leveled yet, Rusty?
I'm at level 2.
I leveled Fred. Thanks for asking.
Well, I knew you did.
The fight continues locked with big D6 and Wehrmacht attacks.
Go ahead and roll, Conrad. We're still locked in Wehrmacht attack. Give us a D6. Give us a 6 for a sniper.
Add 1, correct? Or no, we're not adding 1.
We're adding 1 for the half track.
We're adding 1.
Well, no, but it says if you have the vehicle half track and one of your next clarifying roll. Yep, okay.
4 plus 1.
This is important. Should pin occur a second time, the battle gains a pillbox per ambush, event 5.
That's okay, we have now walked into an ambush with a pillbox. Now the pillbox.
Anybody have anything that cancels ambushes?
Rusty,
Can I add to that roll, Red?
Well, you cannot add to that roll with. You can add to it with luck, or you can use your Charleston Chew and re-roll it. Conrad, the pillbox does a D6 attacks, and that can happen even after the whole thing has been done. Our whole battle is over. So roll me a D6. It may only be 1.
Okay, D6.
5. So it's the pillbox that's somewhere off the bottom of the grid here firing. The first fire, it went down 4. It's going to fire another 4 times at us unless you change the result, Conrad.
Yeah,
you'll lose the XP.
Result, right?
Can I use
whoa.
Can I use the tablet to phase? The tablet I picked up was phase. Avoid any ambush.
Yes, you may cancel the pillbox action by avoiding by using phase.
Yeah, I'm going to do so. Yes,
okay, so we're still in the same thing, avoiding the phase. I'm going to go over to Fred. Fred, you're adding one of your die roll. Give me a D6 on Wehrmacht attack. Add 1. We need like a 3 maneuver or a 5 or 6 exploiting.
Is this 1d6 or do you need me to roll 2d6?
Fred rolled a 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That becomes a pin, which is another pillbox.
Back to pin, which becomes another pillbox.
I have stuff to increase this, right?
Do you have a Charleston Chew, Fred?
Yes, I have 1 Charleston Chew.
Go ahead and use it because we don't want a D6 pillbox. Well, you can roll a D6 to see how big the pillbox is going to be. We cannot leave this area with this pillbox. It's going to be 2 attacks. Up to you if you want to re-roll, Fred. 1 die plus 1 for the event. As I said, there's 3 chances we get out of this table, a 3, a 5, or a 6. Or you can have 2 rounds of pillbox shooting up and delivering. It's only a die 6 damage now.
Yeah, let's take it because the chances it could be right in front of the tank and die, right?
Okay, give me the first round, Fred, of pillbox attack.
So was it D6?
Yeah, D6 across the board.
5, it's on the tank.
Blocked by the tank. Second one, Fred. Give me a D6 attack.
5.
Back-to-back 5.
They're going after the tank.
They're going after the tank.
It's a big beastie. They're sighted in on it.
Beautiful rolls, Fred. And, of course, as Sergeant Red, I take full credit for that. Can I get Tony to get us out of this battle, please?
He takes credit for Rusty's tank.
He does, but that's all right. He could take credit for my tank.
Yeah, be sure to take
the chaplain's very generous.
Okay. A 3. But it becomes 4 because we're flanked.
That's correct because we have +1 because of the
half track.
Half track. Thank you, Rusty.
Yeah, suffer one based on undead fiend. Safeguard helmets. I don't suppose my what's it called? My Caesar's Triumph counts as a helmet.
It does count as a helmet, but it will not protect you when you need +3 versus the Wraith.
Oh, okay.
But it will reduce the damage by 1. But here what we do, suffer a wound based on Undead Fiend, the Safeguard Helmet. In fort terrain, it's doubled. So we are in a fort, Tony. Further, roll big and little impact hex on the enemy fire grid and destroy wars and caissons. Tony, you're going to take 1 die times 2.
1 die times 2.
Less your safeguard.
And subtract 1 for your crown.
So that 5 and then times 2, or is it times 2 then subtract 1?
It's 1 die times 2. So 1 die times 2, and then you subtract 1. Yes.
Okay, so 11 points I took.
11 points, ugly hit. 11 points,
Fred
and then roll a big and little to find out what happened with the.
I could cause someone else to
with the artillery strike. No, what we want to do is you want to roll low because we don't want it to hit our half track or we don't want it to hit the tank.
We don't want it to hit Conrad either, by the way.
No, this thing. Further, we roll enemy fire grid. Wheels and caissons are destroyed in the impact hex. This is only for the impact of the wheels and caissons, Conrad, not for us.
3-4.
I don't like that.
And Tony, you don't have liability of enemies abroad, right?
No, I have a sweetheart at home.
Okay.
Aren't you OSS, Tony?
I am.
The fight
yes,
continues.
You started with enemies abroad.
Yeah,
and a 3-4 does not destroy any of our vehicles. I go on to my roll, and we're not any pluses because we don't have a Jeep. It's one die.
Out of that, though.
One die, a 6. Hey, lads, let me tell you again what happens with a 6. I gain a medal. I gain a bar. That's why Conrad doesn't get his bars. I'm taking him out of his Goodwill packages from the Red Cross. And
you could do that.
50-50 trigger happy. On a 4, 5, or 6, I am not trigger happy. I am now trigger happy. Well, you got to have bad things occasionally in the game. And anything else from that? Did I take my bar and my XP? Somebody tell me I got a bar and an XP. Gain a medal and an XP. I'd rather have the... I personally would rather have the XP. And bar. I'm going to get my O. Henry bar back. And we are in the next roll. I'm out of it, Rusty. Give me a big and little to move us on.
I'm going to use my morphine to heal myself.
Okay.
You got the result of Annihilate, Red, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The battle is over.
It says if you have the liability self-doubt, you lose an ace, which you didn't, right?
I did. Yeah, I did not have self-doubt, so I did not.
And it was 50-50 whether you toggle the liability trigger happy.
That's correct, and I rolled a 1. I rolled a 3, which means I picked up trigger happy. Hey, I'm the only one firing their guns in this whole unit. So go on to Rusty, big and little.
1.
Big and little.
Big and little.
Big and little.
Yeah, 1 is great.
Okay, 1 and 1.
1 and 1. I think we're back with Patton. We might not be. Let's see if it's
back to Newt's forces.
Oh, back to Newt's forces.
Yeah, we're all way back.
Do we get to collect
restore all
base
aces
camp
and hit points?
Yeah, okay. So Newt's forces. We're going to move one step along on Newt's line. So we went from 6 out of this to 7. We are attacking the port of Rotterdam on the commando run, back to where we belong. I'm the only one with a medal. Is that correct?
No, I have a medal.
All right, I'm going to take a medal and I'm going to add the let's see, we've got a Jeep and a motorcycle. I'm going to add the Jeep.
Yeah.
Rusty, you can add your bar or you can add your Jeep.
Any reason why you put that in the open space, not in front of somebody?
It doesn't block.
Oh, okay. Well, fair
Only
enough.
the tank blocks. The Jeep allows you to enter. That would be Rusty or I can enter, and then we can move up to 3 spaces, and we kill the first undead we enter that's zombie or ghoul. So it's more just I'm blocking space with it is all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's yeah. And
I could take a Mounds bar and restore my holy water. That's probably not a bad thing, but I may roll for that anyway. Rusty, what do you want with your medal?
I'll take a
bar.
I can take a bar or not a tablet, right?
Not a tablet. Like a Baby Ruth will restore your luck. You could use luck and then restore luck.
I think I'll take the Heath bar.
The Heath bar. You still don't have a Heath bar. 2d6.
I don't have any bars.
Now.
Chaplain, you're pathetic. You should stop giving your bars away to kids. All right.
He's giving them away to the sergeants. So you don't give them to kids.
Just for the jollies in it, I'm going to move us to Berlin.